Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live on a magnificent Monday night. I hope everyone's happy, healthy, and well as we are getting set for night 2 of the WWE Draft, WWE RAW tonight. It's going to be a fun one. We're going to be here for all the reaction to all the action. So make sure you click all the buttons, click that little like, give that algorithm some love. I want to see triple digits here tonight. But strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good. We're ready for some Raw. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. We are the Wrestling for Life Network. I was going to say, like I said, but I didn't say. We are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream. We are the channel that just watches more live wrestling than anybody else out there. We're looking forward to night 2 of the draft, Monday Night Raw. Lots going on, lots of rumors, even outside of the WWE. There's things to discuss, and me and that pretty face going to take you all the way through it tonight. So get in that chat. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Click all those buttons, and let's have a fun one here tonight. But I will remind you, I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and that is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I am Big Nick, and I believe in Joe Hendry.
Oh, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Joe Hendry.
Charting top of the charts in the UK, the US, worldwide, man.
I hate to say this, but I feel like I've been sitting in the front of this train just throwing coals on this fire. So to watch this man just cook, it's awesome. But let's get him up there. Let's get him up there, folks. If you haven't gone to anywhere you get music and downloaded or purchased, go give Joe Hendry some love. He's number one. Let's go.
And I mean, you're doing your ears a disservice if you're not listening to the fine vocal soundings of one Joe Hendry.
And you have to believe in Joe Hendry.
Absolutely. Say his name and he shall appear.
I'm hoping so. We get him to appear over here. Let's go. Let's go.
Maybe we'll see if we can make that happen.
Absolutely. But once again, folks, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us tonight. We got lots going on. We're going to get into this Raw. We do have a 6-man tag coming tonight. Punk's supposed to be in the house. Logan Paul's going to be in the house. One Brawny the Strowman could be joining us, Mr. Nick.
That's what I've heard. The rumors and the rumblings is that one Brawny Strowman is backstage. And now, do you think he shows up and gets drafted? And B, could this potentially lead to, or be just the debut of the Wyatt Six? If this is where you get the payoff to the QR codes and everything, because there's been nothing that sets a time of when this is going to run out. So
no,
you never know.
Yeah, and we've been looking for dates, and my thought was post Backlash they would really dive into it. But if you kind of want to make tonight noteworthy or newsworthy, it potentially could happen. I don't think you draft him if he's involved in the Wyatt Six. I think their reveal is different than that. It'd be weird to draft him. He comes out like roar, and then like 2 weeks from now, he's like, Bo.
But you don't switch him over. You don't kind of have the evil seep in, what have you. But yeah, I think it's got to be.
You could.
But I think it's got to be kind of a group. Like, I mean,
yeah,
it's been a lot of us. There's been a lot of plural language.
It's been a long time since we've had like that Shield moment, that Nexus moment, where people that you weren't expecting just come running through the crowd and mess up an entire show, Nick.
Right. Well, normally they have to just be the owner of the company and shit like that to mess up an entire show. But
shots fired early.
Well, speaking of the AEW, we wanted to also talk about your girl Camille, that it's now, I guess, official, like a referee whistle per Fightful, I believe, that she's signed to AEW. But I also heard that she might have been signed a while ago and they're just announcing it now.
Yeah. So I think it was about a month ago, right? That she dropped a teaser video on her social media of "I've made my decision," ... and just left it hanging. So maybe, I'm assuming around that time, it was not long after she had been at the Performance Center. She met with people at WWE. So there was a lot of speculations of where she could go. Now, if she joins AEW, good on her. I think it's a huge pickup for their women's division. I think she can help. She's not a strong promo. So if you have her in a promo with like her and Sasha, you're going to be in a pickle. But again, I'm curious to see anytime somebody now signs with AEW, I get really nervous.
Well, it's all just how are they going to get used, abused, and probably misused. And do you think that they announced this because she's close to debuting? Because if she would kind of been signed before, now we're going to leak this out because she's close to debuting. Do you put her as a heavy with Sasha? I know you said she's terrible at promos, or do you put her as a heavy with the Bucks?
Maybe a heavy with Deonna, a heavy with Deonna Purrazzo, a heavy with the Bucks. That's like their China.
Yeah.
Oh, dirty. I like it. Yeah, because I was even thinking like Deonna Purrazzo feels like she's got a bit of a heel turn coming. I hope. But
that wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad.
My biggest thing is I just hope they can take the talent that they're acquiring and do something of value. We've seen a lot of stops and starts. We've seen a lot of struggles. I was extremely disappointed that Deonna Purrazzo and Thunder Rosa fought on a rampage, on a Saturday rampage. I mean, if you're going to sign these women, you got to make them count, Tony. And I know you're not very familiar with the opposite sex, I'm assuming, but use them properly, book them properly, put them in angles, not just the champions. Julia Hart's apparently out for a while. Still no hater. We'll see, man. We'll see.
That whole roster is getting dinged up. Now Hobbs is out considerably for a knee issue after his match with Moxley.
So very interesting. And it's unfortunate. Like, I mean, we'll see Kenny come back on Wednesday. We don't know what a capacity. I feel like this is a bit of a bait and switch. Kenny's going to be there, but like,
does he take a bump? Does he do anything?
See, I wondered if that's what it was going to be, is that the Elite jump him. And part of the storyline on Wednesday is that, Tony couldn't be there to defend the
great valiant Tony Khan, who, if you just punch him in the stomach, he dies.
Oh, it was the best shit ever.
Has anyone honestly just out there, and we'll get to the chat here probably after this, anyone that's ever been in any sort of physical altercation sat there and gotten punched in the stomach and then instantly just, I am wounded, and then flat back body bump?
I've never fallen and hit in the back of my head from a gut punch. I assure you fold up pretty good on the other direction if you get hit well.
Yeah, your momentum goes the other way, not that way.
Yeah, your ass pops in the opposite direction of wherever that punch came from real quick.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, a very interesting week. We'll see what happens. And we will get to the chat, folks. We will say hello to everybody out there. Nick, night 2 of the draft tonight. Night 1, mixed reviews. Not a lot of great reviews.
Not good.
A little fluffy. So are you expecting more tonight? More of the same?
Has to be probably. I think we get a few more call-ups. It'll be interesting. Like, I think it was Damien said in the chat that he thinks first pick goes Punk, second pick goes Drew. Like, do you see any kind of big feuds that are currently going or kind of going get shifted or split apart here?
I don't know. I mean, again, good question. Like, will Punk be included? Like, I know Drew should be, but I don't know if Punk, like, we've seen a lot of people who are on the IR overlooked, so it'd be very interesting.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, that's the interesting part. Now, I do believe they're using the draft, like, and we saw it a little bit last night, where how some of the dots connected, and you see where they're kind of thinking long term with some of these draft picks. So yeah, I fully expect that some of these picks will, by the end of the year, kind of make more sense. Going, oh, okay, that's why they did that. But I do hope there's a bit of a splash, even if it is a Braun Strowman. One of the highest viewed streams we ever did on this channel was the last time Braun Strowman came back. So let's figure that out. But yeah, I think there's a lot of intrigue here. I don't know what they're going to do, but I hope they make a little more pop tonight.
I think they might rely on some NXT call-ups for a pop, but then again, who gets called up? Because I feel like everybody we kind of thought they'd call up has already moved up.
Ilya's getting drafted for sure.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Ilya. Shit.
That's the big one for me. Like, if Ilya at the end of tonight is not a member of one of the 2 main rosters, I would be shocked. Now, could Gunther go to SmackDown?
Ooh. Interesting. Yeah, you get Gunther and Cody going on it. I'm kind of cool with that. I'm kind of down for that because
Set
I
up.
feel like if you put Gunther versus Damien, do you think Gunther's the heavy favorite there?
He is definitely a favorite. Not as heavy as he used to be, but definitely a favorite.
I mean, he's then down.
Right? But yeah, I think Cody, Gunther, Berlin has a nice ring to it.
Oh, it sounds like a Rocky movie if I've ever seen one.
Mm-hmm. And Gunther's such a wrestler that I know people are like, well, he's got to win. He's got to be easy. And I think he would overall be kind of the favorite against Cody because of who he is. But at the end of the day, he can take a loss to Cody Rhodes. If Cody Rhodes beats him by the skin of his teeth in a really barn burner match, I mean, it doesn't hurt Gunther at all. It only helps Cody to have a challenger of his stature.
Oh, that's the thing. Yeah, absolutely. When you're at a guy like that, it's not, I understand you don't want to have him take too many losses, but also you have to take into account who he's taking a loss to. He's taking a loss to the world champ if you went that
Right.
route. So
Yeah.
100%, that's a big up for Gunther, even to be in that match.
Yeah, no, and I mean, absolutely. And I think at the end of the day, you have a really interesting situation here with Gunther. But the other side of that coin is then a lot of people have rumored and speculated. You and I have debated it. Ilya coming up to the main roster, does he fill that hole left by Vici, or does he go on his own path?
Oh, path. He does not. No. I'm Tracy Morgan in Cop Out. No. Hell no.
But yeah, no, I'm I'm really curious. I'm pleasantly optimistic about how tonight's going to play out. I think there's a lot to get into as far as the draft, what we're going to get with the draft, who are going to have more legends here tonight. Yeah, I'm kind of excited. I'm ready to go for this one, and I really hope they deliver. I mean, the product's been strong. Friday might have been a bit of a meh. We'll see if they can bounce back.
Right. Well, let's deliver on our promise of talking to the chat here. Is Paul
Yes.
with becoming a member for 5 months, so now you can watch the membership streams like we did yesterday and everything, my guy. Why do we have to hear about every signing? Because it's Tony Khan.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really dive too far into this, Nick, but Paul's got a good point. I know we said we're going to get to the chat, but I want more secrets from AEW. There's too much that gets out of the bag with AEW. I, as a fan, one of the things we live for is a really good surprise pop. And outside of Roderick Strong, who nobody saw coming, we weren't sure. Last time we had seen him was in an ambulance in NXT, and then next thing he was on Dynamite. And maybe the double swerve with Danielson and Cole. But too much shit gets out of that company, bad, good, and indifferent. Even all the rumors, all the nonsense. Like, I've said it for a long time, and I'm not going to beat this guy to death tonight. I hope not, but they got to get away from the Meltzers. They got to get away from these reporters that they're friends with.
Absolutely. I mean, they aired CCTV footage of a real backstage incident. So you're surprised that signings get leaked out and reported and everything from this company?
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And it's funny, WWE has used 2 security cam footage segments since.
You gotta just be subtle with it. You gotta just be subtle with it.
How's it going, Damien? Talking about Camille. Hope you're doing well, sir. Anna's in the house as always. Kevin, good to see you. Damien's back at it. Victor Nash, could it finally be happening? White 6, Strowman spotted in KC and has been teasing his return. We kind of touched on this at the top, Nick, but I'm in. And again, there's nothing from the clues that really say like this is coming to, like, it's now. The time is now. So maybe not yet. Maybe Backlash. Maybe the night after Backlash.
That'd be surprising if they did it in France,
right?
No, I would say maybe you do it after Backlash because you've got to have some big stuff after Backlash. Like Backlash, respectfully, always just kind of has that little bit of that WrestleMania hangover pay-per-view feel to it. So
it's funny you say that. There is no reference to WrestleMania Backlash this year at all. It's just Backlash. So I appreciated that. Odds, good to see you. Richard, good to see you. Eric Tate, Larry Max in the house. Technically Larry Mick. Christian Power, how you doing? Richard Martinez. King Jordan back with us. Good to see you. Ricky, how you doing on this Raw night, buddy? Easy Bay, Alexis. We got lots of people kicking around. I love it. Wesley, good to see you. What are you doing? Tonight's episode of Raw takes place here in Kansas City at the T-Mobile. Yeah, hopefully it's a good crowd tonight. Chris, good to see you. See Money back at it again, trying to cause trouble. Do we get Thomas Latimer in AEW now? Possibly.
I was a fan of Bram when he was in TNA. I'll admit that.
He's a better fit for something like TNA for me.
Well, I mean, he's in NWA, I believe, currently. So,
I mean, I don't think. There. Yeah. I don't. Well, we never really pay attention to him because he's in AEW and in the NWA. But I think that if he was considering going with Camille, I think he's still a better fit for TNA ultimately.
Fair enough.
Get well soon, Darby. Yeah, we talked about this in the members only stream we did yesterday. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, Darby,
that's the thing. I forgot we hadn't talked about it to the peoples.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers going out to Darby Allin for all the stunts we've seen him pull. Apparently, walking the street was the hardest one, and he got hit by a bus. And
I still say he coughed and dropped into that bus.
Look what I can do.
Well, I mean, it's a fucking bus. It's not like it's a guy on a bike. It's not even a car. It's a fucking bus.
I'm sure details will explain. He maybe slipped off the curb. I don't know, man. But
I'm Darby Allin, and welcome to Jackass.
The rumor was that he was at the opera or the orchestra or both.
Broadway.
He went to Broadway, so he broke his nose apparently. And like we said yesterday, Nick, I think it's the universe saying, "Please stay away from this big mountain. It's not for you.
Don't climb mountains. Don't climb mountains. Don't climb mountains." Don't go, Jason Waterfalls. Just stick to the rings and the lakes that you used to.
Absolutely. Boston, good to see you. Welcome back. Matthew's in the house. I think that's a new face. Good to see you. Emo Scars. Prayers for the family of the tornado all week. Yeah, I guess tornadoes are picking up in certain parts of the US of A.
Well, I mean, we do have a place called Tornado Alley, so
it's true.
Mean, happened to be.
Why do people live there?
Yeah, right. You just don't want to pay for a U-Haul, is what it is.
Right.
You just want to have your shit move on its own.
What's up, John C? How you doing? Ever blessed back with us. Happy draft. Rumors Braun Strowman returns tonight. Lots of buzz. There was video going around of him getting a haircut. That's got to mean something, maybe.
Yeah, you got a haircut. So big return. It's so he can fit the mask on and everything.
I like it, man. I like to see this is where instead of being straight out told, Braun Strowman tonight, everybody gets the buzz and everything he does, like, oh shit, he's in Kansas, or shit, he got a haircut, or he bought new shoes. Like, I don't know, but it's fun
like I've seen Punk at the fucking bus stop and everything.
Right. Christian, got you. James and KC. Nick, who do you got on bottom part?
Oh, at the very bottom. Well, I got Bully Productions. Oh snap, Kevin Owens. That's how you know it's a new name.
Welcome, Bully Productions.
I saw that and instantly had to go, yep, that's Kevin Owens right there. Fresh off of now KO and Darby can relate because they've both been hitting with vehicles in the same week.
Yeah, that's right. Son of a bitch.
Right?
I'm doing okay.
You didn't break your nose or nothing.
Nothing.
Wasn't Braun bald already? Yeah.
So
he had like the weird back stripe shit.
Yeah. No, you probably you go see the barber, get that get that nice shave.
Yeah. Well, no, I just take clippers to my head.
Yeah, that's 9 times out of 10. Let's be real. What's up, Grinch? How you doing? Welcome back. Good to see you. Scott Rizzo's with us, looking good in that Wrestling for Life Network t-shirt. What?
Oh, it's the contract signing. I thought they were just announcing that they were going to have an Intercontinental Championship match tonight on Raw.
Oh, no, contract signing.
Yeah, threw me off there for a second. I had to pan down.
Right. What's up, KJ and Nick? Kevin is doing great. Kevin, happy to hear that. Welcome back. James L says, because Darby moved too fast. Not fast enough.
Like you said, it's the universe telling him don't climb Everest because you already got a broken foot the first time you're trying to do it. Now you get hit by a bus. The universe sent a bus to stop this man.
It's all the bills go.
Right.
I want to live in Poutine Alley. There you go. See money. I think I do. Instead of handcuffs, we got knee pads. Whatever makes you happy, boys.
There
Oh,
you go.
snap. Kevin Owens got that one. How you doing? Paul's back with us. Welcome, 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 welcome. And everyone's favorite
like
Jeff
that.
Jarrett fan.
Keyshawn, what up, my guy? But no, I like that from Paul. Breaking news: CM Punk had a nice hearty breakfast.
I love high protein Kodiak brand waffles. There you go. Fun fact with Paul.
Yeah, there you go.
James and Casey. Braun got a haircut, but the WWE barber that travels so Raw and SmackDown. So are you saying
you're not gonna lie? You had us in the first half. You lost us in the back half.
Are you saying it was the in-house WWE barber that did his hair?
I mean, if I had an in-house barber, I'm going and doing that.
Right? Just stop by. Hey guys.
Right. Well, I know James is kicking himself because he's James in KC and Raw is in KC and he's not able to be at Raw. But at least he's here with the Wrestling for Life, where everybody else should be. Even we've had people at the shows with us.
Facts. That's how certain people got T-shirts out there. So
right.
We got to make Cody better. No, we don't. We're like better how?
Yeah. Does he need to start wearing red hats with white lettering and everything like that?
Does he need multiple championships? Does he have to be a belt collector to be better? What do we got to do with Cody?
Well, Daniel, what up? Saying Jackie Redmond wears SmackDown or Raw tonight. I think she'll be at NXT.
Jackie Redmond. It's funny because Cornette and Brian Last were pumping up Jackie Redmond. So a little national pride, good old Canadian girl started here on the sports channels and getting noticed. People are big fans of her. So great job, Jackie.
There you go. Well, I see 80 some odd people. I think I saw 90 people there. We're almost at 90 again here right before we got about 6 minutes before the show kicks off. So let's see if we can get this to triple digits before 8 o'clock.
Let's go. Gary Brewer, good to see you. Tony Khan drafted to OVW. Al Snow wouldn't put up with Tony Khan. That's why there's
Al Snow is waiting for Tony Khan to go fucking call him.
But that's the thing. Tony wouldn't do it. Like Tony could use OVW as his own developmental, kind of like FCW, OVW of the past, and he won't do it.
Sorry, I said he has Ring of Honor. So I'm agreeing with you. He won't do it. He has Ring of Honor. That's the fucking blueprint to do that shit, and still won't do it.
Right. My favorite show, WWE RAW, in 7 minutes. Yeah, we're about 6 now.
Yeah.
TikTok. Slow building the Wyatt 6. Sorry, Nick?
No, I was just saying we were 6 minutes away, so that's why I was saying it's the Wyatt 6, so it tied in perfectly to the comment.
There you go. No, we're about 6 minutes away. We will be live all show long, folks, in the next 3 hours, plus the post-show. Remember, we take a prediction on every single match. We take a rating out of 10 at the end of the night. So if you're here right now, stick around to the end. Be a friend, tell a friend, take this link, share it anywhere you know they're talking about wrestling. I don't care if it's Facebook, Reddit, wherever. Share the gospel of the Wrestling for Life Network, as we are the Wrestling Utopia, and we appreciate everyone for being here on this wonderful Monday night.
Absolutely. Now, if you can open your hymn verses to 4:29:24, Thyeth Monday Night Broth.
Yeah. Nick 316 says,
right. KJ 420 says, what?
Right. How's it going, Kyle? How you doing? Byron in the house. I got Kevin Owens for this year's Money in the Bank. Yes.
So you're gonna have the briefcase on stream and everything.
Right? That'd be nice, right? MJF drafted to Raw.
Oh, don't tease me. Don't tease me. Have you seen, this is a weird tangent because I don't know how credible it is because it's fucking Twitter. There are some people trying to say that MJF not only had shoulder surgery, but because maybe the hairline's not exactly as slick back at times and everything as it has been in a few pictures and everything of, they might have some peaks that aren't there. So there's people speculating already that this man's, up in his physical appearance on top of, getting shoulder surgery.
Okay. Hey, we'll see. I mean, again, we'll notice.
Purely speculation.
That is interesting speculation. I had not heard that yet. Rumor is he did get shoulder surgery, and people are trying to guess at maybe when he's coming back.
Or where he's coming back.
That's still an interesting question. Whether people like it or not, it definitely is.
Now, Well, it's interesting because remember when we had the whole hype up of it was going to be the summer of MJF and the big 2024 when he's a free agent and everything. And
Yeah.
it sadly has been a whimper. You haven't heard anything. There's been nothing. There's been no talk. I think it's in part because he's gotten himself injured. And I'm saying that because he was fucking booked into the ground in AEW. He was wrestling 2-3 times a show. So
yeah,
there's
100%.
been no big talk about, is he a free agent? Where's he going to sign? They could have ran this whole angle that's gone poof out the window.
Yeah, now at this point, it feels like a foregone conclusion, and it does to me feel like you would be setting up almost an artificial, contract dispute, right? Like kind of like before.
Well, oh, absolutely. Yeah, you would absolutely be doing that. Like this point, if you were doing a contract dispute, it doesn't feel real. With this long of a silence and everything. Now, if Khan builds his Convengers to go against the Elite, could you see the last,
MJF
guy that comes down the tunnel and everything? That's the last man on the team. Da 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 da.
Yeah, the savior of AEW, both kayfabe and in actuality.
Right, work and a shoot.
Right, like all at the same time, man. 100%, Nick. It's definitely the way I would do it if they can pull it off, but we don't know when he's coming back.
Yeah, and you got to piss off that whole Undisputed Kingdom angle and just to fuck with that. Marcus, what up, my guy?
Yeah, plus it will see how long they can stretch it out for, especially if I believe it's leading to blood and guts.
Yeah, ooh, yeah.
What's good, Marcus? How you doing? Welcome on back. We are starting momentarily, ladies and gentlemen. My clock says about a minute away, so I think I'm in the last couple commercials before we go live. But yeah, we'll see how we kick off tonight's show.
Right. No, well, and it's going to be, so now there's a bigger draft pool. I don't know. There's obviously, I'm assuming, be more picks because 3 hours.
12,
and
I believe.
Raw's picking first. What?
Yeah, I believe there's 24 total picks this time.
Okay. But there's still going to be probably some action after on Twitter. And are you surprised? Well, I know we talked about this on Friday. Are you surprised that NXT has no picks in this? Like they don't get even a supplemental pick or anything, an expansion pick that's not a protected player.
I'm not that surprised because even when we discussed it, I mean, it's like, how do you make it work? Do you devalue the people that are NXT eligible? It's a tough spot. So I don't mind them not being involved, but I do mind them playing a very strong role in the supplementary draft or the like free agent pool that exists.
Fair enough. And well, somebody mentioned it earlier, I believe, in the chat of how it's Imperium's only listed as Gunther and Ludwig. So Vinci's on his own now.
It's true. As I am getting then.
I just got then, so you're like a skip ahead of me.
Now.
I just got now. It's like literally pause and then hit play.
Done. Forever.
There
we go, folks. We are nice and synced up, ready to go. Raw kicking off night 2 of the draft. Get in that chat. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. And if you haven't hit like or subscribe yet, please do so. Give that algorithm some love. And let's see what WWE has for us this eve.
Right. Well, Brooklyn Joker, what up? Saying I got a question. Who do you think will be the first pick of the draft for tonight?
It's a good question.
Right. I'll say Drew.
Logan rolling up.
Right.
I was going to say Drew as well.
Richard saying 24 picks over 60 people. Yes, thank you.
Yep.
What's with Cody and signing talent, putting them immediately on the bench? He signed Camille in February.
Wow, look who it is. Look who it is.
Hey, Patrick Mahomes. And I'm sorry, I don't know other guy.
Run guy. I don't know what the fuck his name is.
Oh, it's the fucking Prime Bottle from WrestleMania.
Yeah. And the Judgment Day is here as well.
This is
Nick,
interesting.
Show up and make some draft picks is why he's here.
Hey, Tony, you were on the NFL Network. We brought the Super Bowl champ show. How you
It's
like me now?
ironic.
Oh no, I'm definitely ironic. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Just so happened to be.
Right. Now they're talking about things coming up. Logan, of course, forgets Jay's name. Pat Mahomes in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. Anthony, what up, my guy? When they said Marcus, I thought my brother was in the chat. Well, tell him to get in the chat. Derek, what up? Happy Monday, everyone. It's time for the WWE draft. Absolutely. Small Mark, what up?
We are kicking off with Pat and Mike Cole ringside, ladies and gentlemen. Something they've been doing lately, like almost like football.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
get up off your seat.
Last week they started off in the ring, or last Friday. MDB letting us know it's I Show Speed. And Jules KC, my QB.
He's coming out. Okay.
Pat's acknowledging our GOAT here in Kansas City. So Pat trying to get the babyface promo. I don't think anyone heard him cut that promo because no one reacted.
So we're reviewing the picks from Friday. Braun Breaker to Raw was one of the bigger surprises, or that's kind of cool.
Yeah, the switch ups there.
Dragunov has a wicked forearm. H-bomb.
Right. Looks like Mahomes is sponsoring Prime. Got to make that money. Well, no, I think he's sponsored by Prime. He's a Prime athlete, I believe, which, hey, Logan, hashtag not sponsored. But yeah, I think it is a little interesting of, all right, Tony, you were at the draft. So now we'll get Pat Mahomes to show up and be on our show. So we've still got the war rooms as Teddy Long's just in the corner of SmackDown, just dancing. As they show us, NXT also still got the same setup as last week.
I was totally muted and talking away.
That's fine. I wasn't sure if you were muted or if you were just, I was like, this man's deep in thought. Just really.
No, I was definitely 100% muted. What's up, Rick? How you doing? Blaze, how you doing as well? Yeah, no, the NXT setup ready to go again. War Room's definitely not the same level of legends in the room like last, night one.
But I think you want the picks to overshine the legends.
Here comes Becky Lynch. Gunther number one easily. Very interesting. Nick Boo, Becky.
I don't buy into in Becky Hogan narrative.
No, I think it's completely ridiculous. And I think, I don't know why it happened, but I mean, at the end of the day, Becky is great at what she does. I didn't like her big time Beck's gimmick. I didn't love it. But again, if people don't understand what they did here and why they did it, there's nothing we can do. I mean, I understand there's some simps out there that, Liv had to win. Nah, she didn't, but she will.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that's one of those of, you can explain it to them until you're blue in the fucking face and they're just not going to understand it for some reason. So you can have that even when I'm mad at.
Right.
Where was it? Oh, no, I got to try and find this chat. This comment. Was somebody asking how many picks we thought were going to be like call-ups from NXT tonight? Oh, Kyle. How many picks do we get from NXT? So over under call-ups here. What do we want to set the line at?
3.
Fair enough. You read my mind, Chris Angel.
Twaziem. What? Becky's got a mic. And a pretty good pop.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing, is you have to still remember the backlash towards Becky winning was Twitter and Twitter alone. Bash it, you can't see Becky Cena.
Curtis saying 4 from NXT. Carrot Top in the house.
Oh, you put some respect on the man's name.
Right. There better be actual call-ups. I don't want to see any of these guys pulling once drafted. There still might be a little dabble, but no, I believe if they're going to be drafted, you have to push them. Like Braun Breaker is going to be on the main roster. I don't see him doing double duty in any way, shape, or form.
Does Roxanne Perez get called up?
Maybe. Highly possible.
Then she's got to do a double duty for a little bit here. Unless
Absolutely.
she vacates the belt of no one could beat me for it.
She just got it.
And that's the thing, is I kind of hate that.
Rick thinking 5. Who got Ryback? Nobody got Ryback.
Ryback don't got Ryback.
Hello, fellow young people. Brother Fluff, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome on back to the stream.
That's Tony Khan stepping in the ring. Hello, fellow professional wrestlers.
Hello, other adults. How are we doing?
All right. Hello, other human beings.
Do you think Cody will stay on Raw? Cody is on SmackDown as the champion.
He's the SmackDown guy. He made the SmackDown picks on SmackDown.
She's a real American. She fights. Well played, Easy Bake. That's right. Funny.
But I do see 102 people kicking it with us right now. So let's see if we can keep that number climbing, get to 120, 130, 140, 150.
See what we can do. Be a friend, tell a friend. If you're watching us right now, make sure you click like, click those little reaction buttons, give that algorithm some love, and see if we can get this number all the way to 200 by the end of the night. Let's go.
Hey, shit, you say be greedy. Let's see if we can add an extra digit on the back end of that here and see if we get there.
And here comes Liv Morgan. Watch me. Oh, we are.
There's something always, though, with Liv's music that I still constantly kind of halfway think it's like
Alexa?
Spooky Alexa. Yeah. Like the fucking music
Jack
box shit. Yeah, the Jack in the Box bullshit.
But hello,
but see, so again, for those of you out there who don't understand why they put the belt on Becky, it's because she was just reissued at WrestleMania. And so guess what? Liv's going to look more credible, way more credible, taking the belt off of her than she is winning it out of in a battle royal for when she faces Rhea.
Mm-hmm. They're chanting mommy, though.
Bro, she is very, very much wearing a top. I'll put it that way. Saying it nicely. It's a thing.
I'm just happy she's a part of my Monday, Nick. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. Well, hey, she's showing belly buttons. What's your issue with navels?
I told you I got no issue with navels. I have the issue with managers rocking a navel in my face. I can't take you seriously. Your belly button's winking at me.
Like Austin Powers, mo. All right. So they're leaning into that Liv hurt Rhea, that they're going in with that if she took her out.
Yeah, 100%. And it's getting her some heat. And that's exactly what this was all about. If she won at the Battle Royal, her revenge tour was over. So she can stay on her revenge tour. All of Liv.
I'm trying to like her.
I don't mind what she's doing right now. I don't. Might actually be a little better than when she's a babyface because she's so squeaky.
I get it. I just don't. I think it might just not be for me.
I'm 46. I haven't been young in a while. It's young at heart, man. I'm a big child. He's a big kid. We're good.
I'm a toddler. I'm this many.
He'll Liv Morgan. Hell yeah. Go away, he. Interesting. Oh, we got Nia Jax. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the draft does not take effect until May 6th. Therefore, Michael Cole setting up the possibilities.
Yeah, well, because I saw some people online that were like, "How's Andrade in this six-man tag match? Didn't you just get drafted to SmackDown?"
Mhm.
Read the fucking rules, folks. There's only like 6 of them. If you
People gotta
can't read
wa
past 6, then, count your fucking fingers and toes, and it'll help you out.
people gotta stop watching internet clips and calling themselves fans, 'cause it's not sufficient, and you miss a lot.
Yeah, facts. Well, and no, it just shows the ignorance, and it
Wow.
shows all that.
Yeah, you shouldn't point that out, Liv. Nia Jax is showing Liv Morgan what heat really is. Listen to the crowd. That's what I'm telling you, man. Nia Jax and Dom Dom forever.
I kinda just like Nia, though, like, she doesn't need Dom Dom. They've been teasing the whole, like, Dom, you
Live.
know, yeah, the Dom Liv thing, like, but that's what I'm saying of I don't know if just Liv just as a whole just kinda doesn't work for me, dog. Fucking,
Rocket Blue called the crowd.
Silas there from Duck Dynasty is having no part of fucking Nia Jax's bullshit out here.
Okay, okay. But I don't know if this was great for Liv to come out second, try and be heelish, and then Nia come out and get way more heat.
Yeah. If I'm leaving, I'm taking one of you with me.
Dun dun dun. Oh, Liv on the attack. So Liv with a baby face move. See, I don't know.
They're
Nia's
trying
a
to
way
make it
better
as
heel.
she's just like she's the cute unhinged chick and everything.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of my type, but whatever.
I torture you. I'm just a sucker for pain.
uh does Awesome Truth lose the tag titles at
Hey,
Backlash? I hope
no,
not.
never, never, ever.
Never. Here comes Jey Uso. Interesting. They took my job. Sorry about that. Stephanie McMahon in the house. And they found a woman who's taller than her.
Well, I mean, heels his things, but yeah.
A combined total of 13 and a half feet.
Starting centers for the WN.
Stephanie is here in the
Actually,
house,
facts.
folks.
Maybe probably more like point guards, though.
Right. We are going to our first commercial break. I'm getting an ad for Backlash this Saturday. We will be live on Saturday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We go live, brunch with the boys, 9 or 11 or 14. We're not sure. We didn't really count well.
No.
But it's going to be a fun one, Nick. The card's shaping up. Again, it's a Backlash, so it kind of quick turnaround from Mania. But we will be here live for the whole show on the weekend.
Absolutely. I think it'll be a fun Saturday afternoon pay-per-view and everything. And we'll probably, especially with like Cody and AJ, I think we're gonna have some matches that we don't expect to, be huge matches that way over deliver. Like
Yeah.
Sammy versus Bronson, way over deliver. I
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah, it's got a lot of potential. And I am really looking forward to AJ and Cody. I think it's going to be a great match.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Stephanie looking a very beautiful lady. You take her out for a nice lunch.
I'll take your wife Stephanie out for a nice seafood dinner and never
Right.
call her again.
The picks are in, says Derek. Let's go. Let's go. It's going to be good. We'll find out. Stephanie McMahon on her way out with the first round of picks.
So how do you feel about that opening segment though? As James and Casey is, I'm sorry, but that opening segment was not good. It could have been an email or a post on social media. This could have been a text. It didn't need to be a phone call. Why is this a phone call? It needed to be a text.
Yeah, it wasn't the most exciting. And again, Nia's not a great talker. Liv's not a great talker. Debatable on Becky. It didn't really have a lot of pizzazz. I'll say that.
Becky didn't do much of anything. Liv, you thought they were trying to do something there, and like you said, then Nia came out and just boo this woman, 100%. So, like you said,
Yeah.
it took away from any bit of Liv's heat that she had. So, all in all, it kind of felt flat, and that's been always the worry with the draft shows, is that they're kind of placeholder shows, that they're really more, it's focused on, it's supposed to be halfway focused on the draft more than anything.
Yeah.
That's why I think Friday just overall didn't feel great, because the draft was not great.
Well, I'm
Like,
a little surprised the draft is where it is, in the sense that, like, tonight's a go home show for Backlash. So we're trying to like double dip here a little bit, right? Like, trying to keep everything in order. You know, the real rosters kick in on Monday. So you have a pay-per-view that's a bit of a lame duck pay-per-view, though we said the matches could over-deliver.
oh, I think this will be one of those that'll be a slept on one. Like, prime example is the Backlash in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
That wasn't expecting to be this big fucking, arguably best show of the year, and it sure as shit overkicked its fucking coverage. Backlash has always had a hangover issue since being the next pay-per-view after WrestleMania.
100%.
So I'm hoping they can really fucking hit a home run with this, but it does get slept on.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, I think that the international crowd in France is going to be lit. I think they're going to be ready for it. Energized. I hope so. We'll see. You're very right. I mean, again, trying to get over that hangover. They got it right last year. Puerto Rico cooked. We'll see what happens. As Sami Zayn entering the building earlier today.
Oh, with the tiniest coffee in the world. Or it's an espresso, but it's either the biggest espresso ever or the world's smallest coffee.
Rocking a Hitman t-shirt. I like it.
That, goddamn. Like, there's so much potential with Bronson Reed here. Like, he just looks like a motherfucker that you don't want to mess with. And like, but still also looks like a guy you could come across on the street.
Yeah.
Like, you're not coming across the Hulk Hogan.
No.
10 times in your daily life. But Bronson Reed, you probably might bump into one of those guys once a month.
Yep. Rob will pick Punk first. Is Punk eligible? Because if so, he's going first.
I don't have the pools pulled up, so I cannot confirm, nor deny.
And we'll get back to your questions, ladies and gentlemen. Get in that chat, fill it up. We are slightly under triple digits right now. So be a friend, tell a friend, and whoever the 5 people were to the left, go find them.
Right.
All right. Who goes? Who goes, folks?
Pick number 1 is in, and the pick is Michael Penix to the Atlanta Falcons. Gunther to Monday Night Raw. Oh, Imperium as a whole. So Ludwig too.
Yeah, he gets Ludwig. So remember, they're reminding us that Vichy is no more.
Yeah, well, he's gonna go find that's Amore down in NXT. I feel.
I think so. Do they turn him back into like the male? Like,
yes, that he was over with that.
You think so?
I liked it.
Okay. Jade going to SmackDown.
Well, if I'm trying to remember correctly,
she was there.
So SmackDown already got Bianca and Naomi.
Yes.
So now you've got Jade. So you've completed the set.
Yes. Now, someone just asked, it's funny enough, the last question I clicked on was, where's Jade going? Like, what's their plan? And we kind of see the writing on the wall. It feels like she's going to be in a tag team for a little bit, probably turn heel, and then get her singles run.
But does that show that they're on the same kind of level-ish, or try and put them on the same level-ish if Gunther goes and Jade goes?
Yeah.
So the Kabuki Warriors go to Monday Night Raw.
All the Damage Control.
So including all four of them. Which is interesting because I drafted them in our draft of SmackDown to try and keep them going at Bailey. So this is a shakeup.
A little bit. Damage Control to Raw. All 4 ladies go. So Raw picks up 6 people in the first 2 picks.
Let's go. That's maths.
The final pick. Kevin Owens stays with SmackDown. I'd like to thank SmackDown for the pick.
Right. So give us your acceptance speech as Kevin Owens.
I don't speak French.
Oh, come on. Je suis un tabernacle.
That's about it. Yeah.
But you've got to have that. You continue the bloodline storyline that they've already set there in place. So, or kind of so far as we kind of thought they'd go, Damage Control is the big surprise to me out the gate here of them switching brands, and especially all 4 of them.
Yep.
A, smart because you've got to fill 3 hours, so now you got 6 people on 2 picks. But
here's the first pick overall.
Yeah.
So that's what we're looking at right now, folks. Kevin Owens, Jade going to SmackDown, Damage Control, and Imperium. Like I said, Raw smart picked up 6 people in 2 picks.
Absolutely.
By Ludwig. She said it, not me.
Right.
So is Tiffany going to beat Bayley's first challenger? They were setting up the triple threat first.
They had the triple threat on Backlash.
Yeah. So we'll figure out where it goes from there.
But that's essentially your women's division now on SmackDown is Bayley, Tiffany, Bianca, Naomi, and Jade.
Pretty much. Yes.
Yep.
I mean, stacked, but small.
Well, a lot of united fronts, I'll say in that.
Right.
Like, to me, Damage Control shifting sides to me was, like I said, it's a very interesting move because you lose the Damage Control going at Bayley, but maybe that kind of wrapped itself with WrestleMania.
Yeah, we're done with that. Bayley can move on, and then you set up, you do have the potential, especially with Damage Control being the way they are, them rivaling, them in a rivalry, them being in a rivalry with like Liv Morgans of the world, and that I think could play well.
Io versus Rhea, I'm kind of here for that.
I'd be down. And here comes the New Day.
Right, so we're getting Xavier Woods versus Gunther. This man is going to get beat from goddamn pillar to in post.
Boston, not completely accurate. If he's not eligible in the first night, he would go in the second night. But I didn't know that Punk was in the draft.
And even then, yeah.
But let me put something to you though. Would you would you draft like a blue chipper like Jade, a guy in his peak prime like Gunther, or the older gentleman who doesn't have much time left?
We can't though exactly say that because in our mock draft, the whole first round was guys on the bench. So
I took him first. I took Punk first round.
Yeah, but so that's the thing is you do have to still, and that's always what it gets weird with these drafts, and especially the draft pools and everything. If they did like the randomizer, which I know at times I hated, especially growing up, but if you did something like that, it helps massage the kayfabe a little bit with this of like, if we get a huge pick, like how when like John Cena was the first pick in a draft and the last pick in a draft and shit like that. Like you help avoid situations and awkwardness like that.
Yeah, I mean, again, because of the nature of how it's built, yeah, you kind of go with it, right? And you understand of like, yeah, we can come up with some reasoning behind it, but it's always going to be a fake draft. And then that's the way it goes. It's not going to be your typical, we know who the first overall pick, talent-wise, this is where we're at. It's going to have a little bit of kayfabe to it, and so be it. I mean, would you take Gunther over Punk? I would. I drafted Gunther second. Let's be real.
Wait, what was the question?
So would you draft Gunther over Punk?
Oh,
that's an interesting question.
If I'm playing GM, like GM, yeah. Because like that's prospect versus pop. But this is still, that's the thing is stuff like this always gets a little muddied when you add kayfabe to it. And that's the thing. It is.
Well, but in addition to the only thing I'll say, like, I mean, there's times we watch sports teams pick guys for based on what they need, opposed to what people think, and
Valid.
so there's
But
going to be.
yeah,
I mean, now there's a bit more of a kayfabe discrepancy with this, but it happened.
it does make sense. And like I said, I do get it. And that's, trust me, I sat there and watched the Buffalo Bills go from the 28th pick to the 31st pick to no pick.
No
Like
pick, none.
that. Your puck, he's puck, your pick, he's
No
pick,
pick, no pick.
pick, none. All that. So I get it of you go at times best, available versus, best situation or best situational need, stuff like that,
Yeah.
best player available. So I get it. Yeah. But is there anything that they could really do in this draft that's going to be a huge shakeup?
No, I mean,
Because
again,
they don't play it. They play fast and loose with the draft rules as it is.
that's true. And I believe that this regime is going to be a little less fast and loose. But I do think that, yeah, I mean, I watched a bunch of different drafts over the last few days, like old drafts. They all suck. None of them are great. Like, I mean, it is just one of those things. It's a little campy. It's a little, but they do it once in a while to just shuffle things up. Again,
I will say that the best draft, as I saw 120 people kicking with us. Let's see if we can get back there, folks. We did see it. Let's get back there and let's go above and beyond it here. But to me, the best draft was the first draft, and then it's been slightly downhill since then. When you had Vince, he who shall not be named, VKM, I'll put it that way, and Ric Flair with the consortium as the general manager of SmackDown, that was the best draft because they were out there trying to fucking steal one over on the other. You saw the fucking wrestlers backstage, like Taker lost his shit.
I like
all sorts of stuff like that.
Yeah, I liked when the wrestlers didn't know they were about to be drafted.
And it felt like they were competing over picks versus, like I said, that's part of what I didn't like the Friday draft, as we're in commercial break, by the way. It felt like that, get back of everybody just play defense. It was prevent defense mode versus trying to be aggressive and steal somebody on somebody.
Now, granted, early tonight we get damage control. I think that's a big deal when you get an entire faction out of a squad. Not huge, but a nice touch. And we'll see. I mean, something like a Braun Strowman would probably be a nice surprise. I don't know. But like I said, I agree with you about Friday. I'm hoping we get a little more. But I never really expect much of the draft as it is. I'm excited. We'll see.
Grinch is agreeing with you, saying agreed. I feel like they can't surprise us during the drafts. Vance, what up? Boston saying the point of professional wrestling is to sell tickets. No one sells tickets more than CM Punk. So yes, I would take Punk over Gunther in a draft, and I love Gunther.
I took Punk 1. I took Gunther 2. So what can I say, Boston?
Except you're welcome. But it's 100%. It's a valid argument either way.
Yeah.
What up, Sports and Wrestling Connection?
Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. As Gunther all over Xavier Woods right now.
Did we expect anything different?
No. Somebody made a comment about, it was funny because we were just talking about this, but somebody said Imperium got drafted, but they only took 2 members. The other member has been exiled. He was not there.
Oh, we had a glitch.
We did have a glitch. I thought it was my shit.
You either had a glitch or I had a stroke.
Shout out. Hey, yo, KJ, what's up, Vance? Has a trade ever happened? No, but they should do trades. This is how you circumvent where everyone says the draft doesn't matter. You stick to your guns. You can make the draft matter. But if you want, somebody on Raw to be in a storyline with SmackDown, make up a trade like we did with Cody
why do I vaguely feel like there's been a trade before in a draft here? I'm not.
Oh no, the only trade.
Try and look it up here. I want to try and see what that glitch was.
We're on glitch duty, folks. Let us know. We're still over 100, by the way.
Right. We're again hashtag not sponsored. We're not on energy drink glitch duty, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot they added Nia Jax to the fold there. But they've lost 4 women, yes, and they got Nia. So we'll see. Remember, there's lots to pick to go, and they also lost Mission, if anybody's counting.
What?
Mission went to Raw, did she not?
No, she went to SmackDown with the OC.
She went back. Oh, okay, I thought OC was going to Raw.
No, that, like I said, that
Okay.
was very much just a lot of get back of was the SmackDown draft of a lot of people who were on SmackDown. So yeah, I can send you the image if you want to pull it up.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't know how else to do.
send it over.
All
Send it
right,
over, my guy.
I'm trying.
If anybody's just tuning in, we have Gunther and Xavier Woods going toe to toe. We got Kofi and Ludwig on the outside, and I got big drop kick from the top. Woods getting the big man down.
Why am I? All right, I'm gonna do it this way because I'm struggling to do it on the web browser because I'm special.
On with the show. This is it. Punk like the Kevin Durant of wrestling. That's funny shit. I don't agree, but I get it.
Yeah, I mean, Mans turns around and got swept, again in the fucking playoffs. It's amazing when you don't have Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and all
Yeah,
the
no
best
shit.
and the best team around you that
Uh,
won the record for most wins the year before you.
oh man, I just remember them like preseason this year, like him going like, "How are they going to stop us?" Well, they found a way.
Absolutely. Just how about no?
Corbin went to SmackDown. Yeah, I was a little surprised with that.
Is it weird though that one of the bigger surprises of this
Ooh,
draft
ooh, ooh.
happened on Twitter?
Yeah. Xavier wrapped up in the bottom two ropes, and
And Gunther just turns
that's
and just
rude.
right. That's rude, crude, and unattractive. Man, just slapped this
Not
man's
this
calf.
guy. If he was hanging to the left, he might have got a bit of the tip.
Right. Just the tip, just for a minute, just to see what it feels like.
Just to see. Alba Isla went to Raw. Yes, I was thrilled with that draft pick. I picked them in our draft. Pumped. I hope they get utilized. Now, if you had something like Isla and Alba against the Kabuki Warriors,
you're drafting your tag team division, especially though, too, if you've got Chelsea and you keep Piper and all of that. Yeah. I was going to say, this is why you're getting so excited for Monday Night Raw. They're drafting all your fucking favorites over here.
right?
They're like, we got to keep this Canadian watching.
Yeah. By the way, shout out to Anthony out there. Overwhelming favorite as far as the draft.
Yeah, everybody just said we sucked ass at that. Tony Anthony is the draft master.
Nobody was taking my CM Punk led gothic bullshit.
Yeah, burn down the hot topic.
I would watch my show. Fuck y'all.
I just went the Raw strategy of how can I get the most people in the fewest picks.
Right? You're like the Raw of the show.
Exactly.
Ironically.
Right.
But yes, folks, we are currently in a commercial break. I will remind everybody, Spring Break into NXT tomorrow. We will be live for that. Plus, we got the I Am the Champion.
Right.
Plus, we got Dynamite on Wednesday. What will happen in Winnipeg? The return of Kenny Omega. What will the Bucks do? No Tony Khan in Winnipeg. People got mad at me for being like, why didn't he go there? They're like, because he's hurt and it's kayfabe and follow along. And I'm like, all right, guys, he was just dancing. But anyway,
in my chase, and I can't breathe.
But I would watch your show, KJ, if AEW wasn't on. That's rough. I'm definitely winning the Wednesday Night Wars. Get out of here.
So much you went to Tuesday to win them,
right? Shit. But yes, we'll be here Thursday live for a Rumble. Friday, we got a whole lot of stuff going on Friday. We got TNA. What pay-per-view is it this time? Hard to Kill?
Under Siege.
Under Siege. I knew it was like a Seagal movie. So yeah, Under Siege Friday with SmackDown and Rampage. No, Rampage still on Saturday. And then, of course, we will be here for Brunch with the Boys on Saturday. Backlash, 11:30 a.m., Nick, bright and early.
Absolutely. Well, and SmackDown is going to be interesting, too, because it's going to be in, en français as well here.
Oh, that's
like
right.
After this is when the roster is traveling over there. Right. So I don't know if they're doing SmackDown live for us or live there, or if it's going to be taped, what have you. Yeah, after tonight, anyone that's going to be on SmackDown and Backlashes, au revoir, with Pierre Escargot.
Right. What's your thought on the IC Championship match between Sammy and Bronson?
Somebody gonna get hurt real bad.
I like it. I like it. I mean, again, do I see Bronson winning this? No. Do I think Chad's still in the? I think Chad might dethrone Sammy at the next one. But Bronson's going to be a good fight. Bronson's going to put a beating on Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's going to find a way to win. But I like Bronson.
It's interesting because with Sammy, like, I like it because there's a lot of heels going at Sammy, but I also worry because there's a lot of heels going at Sammy of like, if Sammy were to get booked to lose to a heel or whatever, there's no other baby face to kind of go that route right now, I feel.
Yeah, that's not a. I think that's a valid point, and I think you're just trying to buy time, right, for the actual big feud that we're waiting for, which would be Gable, right?
Yeah, but I also don't want Bronson to keep being slept on, my guy.
But I think if he has a really good showing on a pay-per-view, I think we'll be okay. We'll be okay.
Could you get a Bronson versus Damian?
I would be in for that, like a Raw match, you know.
You got to build it, yeah. That's a Raw match. That's not right now a pay-per-view match.
Yeah. Gunther continues to be all over Xavier Woods, working on that leg, just dropped him, power slammed him into the rope. So I don't know. Woods is in trouble. You ever think the learning tree was in the woods?
If the learning tree falls and no one's there to fall under to learn under it, does it really make a sound? Or does it just go, Judas in my mind?
Did you send me that QR code?
Yes, I did. Or I tried.
I forgot that we were doing a thing. Where did you send it?
I sent it to you on Twitter.
Oh, on Twitter.
Yeah, on Twitter. That's what it is. That's 100% what that fucking app should be named, because that's what most of the people on that app are. Twatters.
Right.
That's the most I could find was just an image. I didn't find any sort of video. So if there's any internet sleuths out there that are better than us and aren't hosting a live YouTube show, please let us know.
Yeah, help us out, folks. We're trying to figure this
out.
Help
me to help you. Help me to help you.
Right. Well, Triple H put out a tweet saying more change is coming. We've still got a lot of shaking up to do. So hang tight.
Tight like Tiger.
In Papa Paul, I trust, Nick.
E pluribus unum. In Papa Paul, I trust.
You leave my surname alone.
What? Your maple syrup? What?
Maple syrup. Gunther to the top. Speaking of maple syrup.
Well, went into a top rope, nothing. Like, I love Gunther all to the world and everything like that. But
you look like Rodney Dangerfield doing a dive board.
Nothing. What offensive maneuver was Gunther trying to hit with that? Wrong answers only.
I was waiting for some 41 to kick in.
Because I'm in too deep.
Nice.
Bro, I'm the fucking.
Did I make too much?
I was a quarter in my slot. Pause.
Right? I was worried that was too Canadian.
Bro, I had their fucking whole CD and shit. Nice. Oh, I played that on fucking full replay.
Yeah, it made me laugh. Like when Austin
because you don't know us at all.
Sing along with KJ and Nick.
Right,
match happening.
Hey, where's Christian? I'm saying this is fucking total regress live out here. Wait, Kofi's gonna throw in the towel as we've got a single leg crab, and Kofi's about to throw in the towel on Xavier Woods as there's a giant ass prime hydration station.
Right? So the fucking hilarious. Don't do it. Maybe this is like his. Oh, he threw it in the crowd. That doesn't count.
He threw it though. He threw the towel into something. Right. Does it have to be into the ring?
Richard, welcome to the chat. This is who's been drafted so far.
Right. Smooth T. Let's be honest, the whole draft is kind of boring. Everyone is basically staying on the same shows, no changes or surprises. We've kind of talked about that. Like,
hang tight.
Well, yeah, give it time.
We got like 10 more picks each side. And Woods finally quits. I thought, could Kofi throw in the towel starting an Xavier heel turn? I want everyone to turn heel nowadays. Shad needs to run AEW. Con
on. Like, no.
It's Shad behind the Young Bucks. Shad's behind the whole
He's
thing.
the higher power.
He's the higher.
You
It was me, Tony.
imagine.
It was me all along.
That's what it is. It's gonna be. It was me, Tony. I want that fucking money back.
Oh, and Gunther takes the crown off Xavier and puts it on himself.
This is setting up for the King of the Ring, so that's what it is. So, spoiler alert: Gunther's winning King of the Ring. Oh, I didn't think that was a great match, and I think the fucking throwing the towel angle was unnecessary. But yeah, I want that clip now of us talking about, and I want that image of Shad Khan in the Vince McMahon fucking higher power shit. Of it was me, Tony. It was me all along.
Is that Liv walking down the hallway in the background?
I feel like that happened last week.
Is that Liv? I think I recognize that shape.
It's just, you're a blonde wrestler, person. As I say, and that's Jimmy Uso right there behind him with the fucking towel hanging.
And there's Jay. Why would Jimmy be in the shot? Isn't that?
I don't know. I was just talking shit. I didn't think that was actually Jimmy.
It could be. Round 2. The picks are in, ladies and gentlemen, as we go to commercial break. Jay Uso getting ready to come out. We'll see. WWE RAW. Monday Night Raw 10. All right. Gunther turning into a submission king. Gunther does it all, man. That's why he's the first overall pick.
That's why he's the ring general. I like this from odds. Shad should turn into Iron Sheik.
Right?
I hot tui in the face of my son. Hot tui.
Right?
Hot
Shad's behind it all, folks. That's the swerve we did not see coming, was that Shad is the mastermind. Listen, Shad should take over AEW because Shad's smart enough to hire people. I don't know what I'm doing. Here, you run my business. I collect the money. You run shit. That's how he functions. Unlike his son, who's like, I can do it all. Can't do any of it.
This reeks of Dixie Carter TNA vibes. Of where you clearly saw her parents could run a successful business and she wanted to get into the wrestling business, not the wrestling business. We're in the wrestling business. She wanted to get into the wrestling business. And then whether it be because things aren't going right or things have gone on long enough or what have you, or they finally get that itch, they want to be on screen.
Yeah.
And all shit goes south.
Yeah. And again, we'll see. I mean, listen, I see what they're attempting to do, and I give them some marks for attempting it. Tony knew the draft was coming. He knew he wanted this to happen pre-draft when the NFL Network was following him around. That's partly why they were at Daly's place, because, the draft, and they were in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
It all lined up. I just, again, like we've talked about since last Wednesday, it's just the delivery was so fucking bad. Well, that was Dom and Liv. There you go. It was Dom, not Jimmy. Sorry.
Oh, well, no sling. No, Dom needs the sling. Well, Meltzer, again, with his great source of wisdom, sat there and said Dom needed surgery, and then Dom turns around and says, I don't need surgery. But it's like running a fucking Hail Mary on the 1 yard line with 4 seconds left, and I'm going to be set up in prevent defense. Like, you can try it, and if you fucking hit it, good on you. You deserve it. The odds are not in your favor, Katniss Everdeen.
No, again, that's you're 100% right. And right now I'm getting a video replay of the glitch. And again, do you remember the last video we got? And it was like home camera of like walking up to the
weird
doorstep.
Home invasion.
Yeah, like, so we're getting a car driving down the road. It's showing a sign, a white picket fence. I want to see if I can get away with it.
Fair enough, because I just have don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm on commercial as well, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for having us in triple digits. As we always say, be a friend, tell a friend, see if we can get more people into this chat. See if we can hit 150, 200 and beyond. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Comparing TK to Dixie Carter is an insult to Dixie Carter. Nah, Dixie Carter gets too much credit.
But at least Dixie was smart enough to bring, maybe not the right people, but
Russo?
Well, she needed something. This man, this man
can't
is
be smart enough to sign Russo and then also say she's dumb enough to sit there and try and hide it from the execs and everything, which cost that fucking deal.
Yeah. But at least she, like, Tony's not using anybody. Tony's just fucking shit up all on his own.
Valid. I mean, go down with the ship.
Somebody asked about when is Backlash. It is actually this Saturday coming. We will be here live 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, and we will be here for brunch with the boys as we're getting a picture of.
We're celebrating the Super Bowl victory.
That.
Oh,
they're talking about the tragedy.
Oh. Shit.
Okay. So we're definitely going to have a quiet moment here, ladies and gentlemen. They're just talking about the tragedy that happened in KC. After
the celebration. Yeah. Is it? I'm going to just say this because I have a public forum. Is it a little bit fucked that that's a tragic event, and because it's so common in my country that, and I say that because you're Canadian, but it's so common that it gets almost forgotten about?
Yeah, your news cycle's super quick because there's always so much going on, unfortunately. And again,
shit like that, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, listen, without getting too fucking preachy here, I mean, at the end of the day, as we're getting a shot from earlier today, that's amazing.
That's like the first responders. That's even the players from the team that, got involved. Yeah, that.
It's why we can't have nice things. And there's only takes a few to fuck it up for everybody. And man, again, it sounds all, we are the wrestling utopia, so it's going to fit in the bill completely. But at the end of the day, man, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Go enjoy yourself. Have a fun time. Celebrate the wins. Don't get too low on the losses and enjoy life. It's going to be over soon. Just fucking enjoy it.
Well, if everybody, male or female, just looked at it and just, I succeed when my brother exceeds and everything like that. 100%. Or like I excel when my brother excels. Just shit like that. Give more of a fuck about your common fucking, your other human being. They're a human being just the same as you.
And at the end of the day, you want to do stupid shit, just don't fuck up other people's day. Do whatever you want with you. That's your business. But don't
look at Logan Paul, who's coming out on screen. So perfect fucking segue there. If you want to do stupid shit, just don't fuck up other people's shit.
Yeah.
I can't say that actually because he kind of scammed some people with fucking.
Yeah, no, he might. It's like, stop fucking other people's shit, man.
Right. Did you see that Tyson's fight with Jake's going to be an actual legit fight?
They sanctioned it.
Yeah.
Jake's dead.
Somebody going to get hurt real bad.
To quote a legend, run.
Right.
Shit. As they're shouting out,
love me.
Sorry, Nick.
No, you're good. As we got Mahomes and out here with the fucking black diamonds and everything.
Right. Kermit the Frog of the NFL.
Oh, hi there.
When he was pissed, when he got all fucking, when he threw that temper tantrum late in the season, man, when he's angry, his pitch goes up even further. It's the best
shit.
Shit.
I don't even know how to feel about this as a Bills fan and watching Monday Night Raw. Like, I should boo the shit out of this, man. Like, this is Fitz. It's heel with heel.
Right. First pick. CM Punk. This man's dragged out his minute. He wants to maximize who does he think he is? Dwayne Johnson?
Well, I mean, Names was out there just all the way about that.
Oh, that's what it is. And John said that
somebody said it earlier. I show speed. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't show speed. How about that? That's what I'd prefer.
Yeah. Drew McIntyre to SmackDown.
That would be big though, because that's a big shift in that story.
Big CM Punk chance.
Yeah, Speed's out here just on all of the speed. We'll run his blood test versus Tony Collins and see which comes up higher.
Wow.
So SmackDown counters with the Pride.
They already had the Pride. So SmackDown hasn't done anything overly aggressive in the 2 nights so far. That I can recall.
Yeah, it's a little get back, which I don't. Nah. But does this mean that they get that big moment?
Speed is known for being extra. No shit.
I don't know what could have given that away. The fucking gold chain, the diamond
chain.
What?
Braun Strowman. Technically, I think he's staying on Raw.
Brawny the Strowman selected to Monday Night Raw.
Are we going to get a roar?
This is going to be interesting, though, especially with the QR codes, the glitches, and yeah.
Final pick of the second round, folks. Tiffany Stratton.
Good pick. I mean, kind of, it feels like we're picking our own players here. So SmackDown going with the Buffalo Bills strategy of we're just going to stay pat with what we got, which what's the point of a draft? But I mean, you got it.
Right. Wow, Michael Cole pointing out that Drew McIntyre has not been drafted yet.
Good God.
No, him and Pat are talking about how did this man get? They're just going to tie that into how overlooked Drew is. And
I thought you were saying that Michael Cole hadn't got drafted yet.
No, Michael Cole was pointing out the fact that Drew McIntyre and him and Pat this makes no sense.
I misheard what you said. I thought you were saying Pat was saying, well, Michael Cole, why haven't you got drafted yet? And I was like, oh, for fuck.
Right. As Logan Paul walking down to the ring right now, and this I Love Speed kid is definitely, he's like
about it. Like, I'm gonna make the most of my time here.
Oh yeah. You suck. I think it's going to be Logan versus Jey Uso tonight.
No, isn't Jay in the 6-man?
Oh, he is in the 6-man. Son of a bitch. Logan get involved?
Why does Logan keep doing this when he holds the mic and he's cutting a promo? Like he holds it like it's a cup of tea?
Yeah.
Like, is that supposed to be a heel thing?
Right. Drew to NXT. There you go. Yeah, it's funny.
No, Juan's just out here on some other shit.
Here comes Jay. Main event Jay in the house, folks.
Right.
This is trash, honestly. People are so intense. Trash. It's all right. It's all right.
We're not even through the first hour. Like, I will admit.
I think the show's been okay. The draft's been meh.
But that's the thing, is this has been an average at best. But tends to be the draft shows, is they're average at best.
I don't mind the show, though. I think the show's been okay. I didn't like the opening.
Yeah, but okay is not great. Like, what would you give this right now? We're almost at the end of the first hour. Based on the first hour, what would you give this?
First hour, what do I give this?
Yes.
6.5.
Oh. Meet me at a 6 and we can talk.
I'll be the 9. We're good. Logan,
Whoa, pause.
Logan NXT, right? He's Flavor Flavin. Flavor Flav.
Right.
Eat. Thanks. Eat. Logan is no bueno on the mic. You think Jey Uso should knock the yeet out of Logan Paul? Yeeting all over the place, says
I
Pat.
was gonna say I can't be mad at anything Jey Uso does because man is doing the same cadence that I do half the time, so I can't be mad at it.
Right?
Man took yeet and just ran with it.
But Logan Paul's a great promo, guys. I like he's fine on the mic as far as what he's delivering. He is a solid
douchebag. It's not hard to pretend to be a douchebag.
Oh, here comes Judgment Day.
Are you sure about that? They look like just fucking security. Just if we were
look like altar boys. Let's be real.
In moment of patria, feeling spirit Sante. My father, I have something to confess.
We lift up our hearts.
All right, Holy Communion.
Wheat. So yeah, our version of yeet, wheat or weed.
Well, I was gonna say wheat. What are we, fucking grain farmers out here?
TK is going to Raw. Oh wow! So Jay firing up. JD and Finn. Oh. No. Logan laughing.
Who's he talking to, though?
The crowd. Hey, okay, I don't have to do shit. Oh. Mahomes being a heel in KC. He's helping Logan Paul and shrugs.
He's gonna punch him out with the Super Bowl rings. Yeah, well, because you've got Judgment Day, Jay going against Damian, so that's why they're gonna work him over.
Right. Oh, Logan
gets and he just struck JD. Well, that's a big fucking target, so I understand it's hard to miss.
If you were gonna hit a noodle, it'd probably be that noodle. Are we gonna see him with big K's on his head later? Jay. See, this is good.
This is so good. Bro, that's so like Buonissimo. That's so good. Jay just even walks up with like, oh damn,
double leg.
Fuck him up, huh? Like that's just so great.
Oh yeah, we were fighting. Yeet is Smurf.
But that's some shit that like
shit.
Even 2 years ago we wouldn't get.
What? Shit. He's back.
Tony the Strowman.
Strowman in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Looking good with that haircut too.
Well, I mean, the middle section is still missing, but we'll get there.
That's all right. Cena can do it, so can he.
Right.
Up goes Finn.
And just holds him there. Choke slams the shit out of Finn Balor. And so Braun Strowman and hey, Logan, that's your new U.S. champion.
Uh-oh. Yeah, but Braun went to Raw, so thank God for Logan.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that. God damn it.
Braun Strowman back in the house. He's looking good. Looks like he's trimmed up a little. Wearing all black. You're not rocking those bright red pants.
Especially, though, too, well, yes, wearing all black. There's a man going around taking names. But also, though, especially, can we just get a solid... he's going to knock out Mahomes. I swear to God, please, Braun Strowman, you will be an honorary member of Bill's Mafia if you just two-piece Mahomes right now. Please do it. Come on, goddammit.
Jay gonna get
Jay, you go to hell.
Gonna get some heat with Nick.
Jay, you're not welcome at the tailgate now anymore. God damn it.
Right.
Just let that man just two-piece him.
Braun Strowman looking good. I'm not sure about the haircut, to be honest. Actually,
again, just let it roll. Just let it rock.
Patrick Mahomes knows he's being a heel. Like, oh, sorry, guys. Holy Strowman healthy is good. Welcome back. You've been on the show.
What I was gonna say though, if we can get at least a slow clap or anything, because man's coming back from neck fusion surgery and everything. Like it's not from I got a stinger, I got I broke my pinky, Sin Cara, and shit like that. No. Man's coming back from neck fusion surgery.
Yeah, and we see what Big E's going through. We know what Robert Roode went through. We know what Eric's going through. So yeah, I mean, shout out to Braun. Big comeback. Nice to see him. Big pop and a nice moment. I thought he was going to beat up the Chiefs. So
please.
Chad talking to
R-Truth.
Oh wait, tag title's on the line against Alpha
Academy. I was talking to Gable. Good businessman.
Right.
Did you see Angle saying I'd welcome to come back and be Gable's heel manager?
Run it back. Do it proper.
Please.
I like those belts, man.
I fucking despise those belts, man.
Like the close shot right now, I'm like looking at
Hatui.
Strowman
straight trash, straight ass. They make me think about ordering fucking pizza pies of, like Elio's, like the little shits you get when you're a fucking kid in middle school and shit.
Sorry, Miz and
oh no, they're great.
Right? No, so they're going on about Miz got the wrong draft, and then Miz told R-Truth to go ask Mike Mahomes, and he said, "Oh, the insurance guy." So now he's running out. Really? I hope we get Finn versus Damian. I think we might. I like that idea as well. Oh shit!
Oh,
Sammy on site. Late.
Hey, that's good. Hey, for those out there, that's what you call a receipt.
That is excellent. What an end to that segment.
And Michael Cole even says, "Get them before they get you."
Yeah, no, 100%. Literally pop the man.
Absolutely. When I see what's on site.
Super Bowl rings, brass knucks. I love this. This is too long. So from one end to the other. Logan and versus Bad Bunny. That'd be a terrible match, I think.
No, I think that just be Sputfest Palooza.
Yeah. Punch him with the Super Bowl rings. All right, folks, what do you think? Braun Strowman's back in the mix. Let's go, Sammy. Sammy just took out Gable, so we know Gable's going to get involved in this IC title match.
Yes, but we also, like we talked about earlier during the show and everything, so we've got Braun Strowman back on Monday Night Raw, and he's not part of, for now, part of the Wyatt Six or whatever has been with the QR codes, anything like that. He's still Brony the Strowman. So,
yeah.
Interessante.
And if you want your reach of the night, he came out wearing all black. And we've seen him in the past wear red and stuff. So he's wearing all black tonight. So read what you want. I'm making this shit up.
Well, like I said, there's a man going around taking names.
Right.
So it's very interesting to me. I was not expecting, especially there, for that to be the Braun Strowman return kind of spot. And especially though, like you said, and I had even entirely forgotten about it until you pointed it out, that you're getting involved with Logan, who's going to be on the other show. So what the fuck kind of are we doing here?
Just a fun
and this is just a return to show he's a badass.
Part of me
Although, as a Buffalo Bills fan, please just reverse time and go spark out Patrick Mahomes. Just Tony Khan him. Just put him in a neck brace and we're good. I will forever be a Braun Strowman fan. I will wear your merch and buy your merch all the time. If you just spark that man out. As sparking people out apparently is what I did with KJ, as he's taking a pause for the cause here. The receipt. Yeah, we need a receipt for a couple of them AFC games. Absolutely. Hell of a kick on Gable on site. Sammy isn't playing. Absolutely. He's playing that game of fuck around and find out. But You don't have to play that game around and find out, especially if you just hit subscribe and see I did that can segue like a complete salesman. But absolutely be a friend, tell a friend, hit that like, share, and subscribe. I see we've got 102 people here. We've had, I think, 120 at one point. Let's see if we can get 120, 130, all of that. 100%. This is we do this damn near every night for all the shows. Absolutely. Nobody covers more live pro wrestling than we do, and just have a goddamn good time and a good conversation doing it. So 100%, do yourself a favor. Tell them, or do yourself and your friends a favor. Tell them to go like and subscribe to us, and then also tell them to listen to Joe Hendry. But absolutely, how are we feeling so far as we're just past the first hour for Monday Night Raw here? And so I will answer this, and I'll give this man the flowers here while he's on his pause. So Rick said, I like your background, Nick. Where did you get it? So again, like I said, as I'm in commercial break, so I'll give this man his flowers while he's not here to sit there and deny it and everything like that. So KJ does the graphics for all the streams and everything like that, whether it be the background visuals that we even have, the moving graphics or anything like that for the streams, the thumbnails, all of that. So 100%, anything that you see us cool rocking visually, you have KJ to thank for that, because this man's the one that, actually makes it. I just sit here and say funny things and hope I get over. So 100% give that man his flowers for all the visuals that we have and everything when he gets back. Spoiler alert. How many matches yet? I have not counted how many matches we have had so far. If anyone does know, you can let me know, because I don't know how many matches so far. Rick Nick took over in Stamford. What? Gable, almost Canadian. He felt a boot. Oh, well, Larry, you kind of got there. That's interesting saying he felt a boot, so I'll give you that one. But yeah, so Booker T out here getting interviewed right now. Which war room is he representing? Because this man's in the bluest of blue suits and everything. What's up with the twirls on the end of his mustache? As Drew's coming up behind Booker T here, as Booker was talking about CM Punk. So Drew's upset about where he got picked in the draft. He's saying a guy who got injured in one match that he's been in a match that I literally injured him, should get picked ahead of a guy who actually won the world title at WrestleMania. Now, granted, you held it for all of 30 seconds, but still, you've got to keep Drew on Raw. I think this would be a really big, it'd be a bold strategy, and it'd be a really, I think, potential big misstep if Drew goes to SmackDown. As Bronson Reed coming out right now here. So again, I can't remember, is this a contract signing or is this an IC title match? I feel like it's the contract signing for the match at Backlash, but this man's out here. Yeah, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. So it is. So I stand corrected. So we've got an IC title match right now, folks. So again, let me know who you're taking for this match, whether you're taking Bronson Reed or whether you're taking Sami Zayn. And this is really interesting to me, I feel. IC title match. It's a match. It's a match. Fair enough. I found out it's a match. I found it before. I had to halfway scroll down before, and I thought it was a contract signing because I thought we were getting this match at Backlash, but apparently we're getting it on Monday Night Raw. So again, let me know who you're taking for this match, folks. And I almost want to be the contrarian and go against the Canadian, and I'll take Bronson Reed to win this match. I'll admit when I'm wrong, because I feel like there's a strong chance I'm going to be wrong. But I wouldn't be mad if Bronson Reed was my IC title holder right now. I believe in Joe Henry, and I also believe in Bronson Reed. Sammy is a lion. Simba. Sammy for the win by DQ. So who taking on Sammy at Backlash? Not sure. Like I said, I thought this match was going to be at Backlash.
Gable.
Did they announce it?
No, but it's going to be.
Oh, well, fuck. Dude, that feels rushed.
Really? Coming out of me?
I'd let that breathe a little more.
Okay.
Well, now, that's the only fuck part with that is because the next pay-per-view is not till like the end of May.
That's not bad, though.
Yeah, but that's one of those you almost let it breathe too long.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I think if you had one match and then it could just be the beginning of the actual, maybe we get multiple,
Oh, so you have multiple defenses. Okay.
I think
okay.
so. I think I would like it to be like an ongoing rivalry.
No, I'm fully about that. I was unfamiliar with your work, sir, I guess, with that.
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, no, I could see it. But yeah, I thought this match was the match at Backlash, but we're getting here tonight of Bronson Reed versus Sami Zayn for the IC title.
And that's why another reason why Sammy took out Gable was Sammy doesn't want to be thinking about Gable, which probably only enticed them even more.
Right.
Funny quick thing for my break, Nick. Apparently, Tony Khan is teasing somebody will be running AEW Dynamite in his absence.
What is Kenneth Omega?
You think Kenny's in charge?
I mean, fuck. The man's out here sitting there saying I shouldn't be an EVP, so we're going to put you in the highest spot. So, that's 100. The man's not taking bumps.
No.
That would be my only guess. Does any of this draw you in? Like, if you weren't already watching AEW, and I'll ask this to you, the audience, anybody that can hear the sound of my voice. If you weren't already watching AEW, does anything recently that AEW's done make you want to tune into it?
Not as of late. I mean, again, we've talked about it a lot, and we see the numbers dwindling and going down in the wrong direction in all aspects. But Sammy going springboard moonsault! Down goes Bronson.
Right.
To the floor.
And I bet you here's where we're going to get our commercial break spot, and this might be where I'd take a break spot. Oh, God damn it. He's still fighting.
Jericho. See, me and Keyshawn are thinking the same thing. The learning tree will be in charge in Winnipeg. Don Callis, the new GM.
No, it'd be getting like Jericho or something because,
I think Kenny makes sense for the storyline.
Yeah, that's where you get the back and forth between him and the Bucks. If you're not supposed to be here, we fired you, but I'm running the show because Kenny's not here.
Right. No, I mean, again, I'm very intrigued by this. I know some people out there are like, is this a new GM? I don't think so. I think it's a temporary one-off, maybe two off.
But do you find it weird that this is a story of the EVPs fighting? Like, this is like finding out, Eric Bischoff, Paul Heyman, and Vince Russo are going to have a fucking triple threat here. I get that they actually wrestle, but like, y'all are invested in the same fucking company. Why would I believe that you're A, trying to fuck it up, or B, that you just attacked your boss who fired someone when he feared for his life and you still have a job?
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't mind the idea and the concept of like business partners, friends, shit goes sideways, things don't work out. But I mean, like, I don't mind that conceptually. The way they kind of went about it, I definitely have issues with. We've talked about it.
This is 100% of Tony Khan. Can I get a neck brace on the NFL Network and ESPN and all of that?
Mm-hmm. Right. I think no matter what happens, I think the Bucks are going to hijack the show. I think that's the plan here, or at least what I would consider doing. Off the heels of how the show ended last week, I would have the Bucks Kenny comes out, cuts a promo at the beginning, and maybe they come out and beat him up. I don't know how much bumps he can take, if any, or maybe they tie him up. I don't know, but I feel like you'd almost have the Bucks and Okada and such run the show.
I think Kenny runs the show, and they call him out at the last segment because they're waiting for that one little bump, that little hit of when everyone's paying attention. And
Okay.
also, halfway sadly depends on what leads in to Dynamite and what precedes Dynamite. Because if it's like an NHL game, then we're going to save our biggest moment for the last segment because we know people are going to be hanging around to watch the game.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You're not wrong with that at all. As we are in a commercial break right now, folks, we are rolling along. We got lots to get into. Actually, as Nick's going to take a pause for the cause, I am going to try and locate and see if I can share the latest glitch video with everybody. If you give me there you go. But Nick's on the pause. I will remind you, we are back tomorrow for NXT. Spring break-in's going to be a fun one. Lots going on that show, including Ivar taking on Oba Femi. So, and Natty is going to be in NXT Underground match against Lola Vice. It's a pretty big card. Last week was fun. We'll see how tonight goes. Tomorrow goes. And then we're here all week long. We got Dynamite. Thursday, we're going to probably do a special stream. We'll talk about that. And then Friday, we have SmackDown. We have TNA Under Siege. Saturday, brunch with the boys, 11:30 a.m. We will be here live for WWE Backlash. So get in that chat. We are just around 100 people. Let's see if we can get it up to 125, 150. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Hit that like button. Hit those little reaction buttons. Help us massage that algorithm and get more people to the Wrestling Utopia. As we head back into Sami Zayn versus Bronson Reed, if you haven't made a prediction yet, let me know who you're taking. I got Sami all the way in this one. We might get no contesta. Sami up and over Bronson. Big Bang Theory is the lead-in for Dynamite on Wednesday. Sheldon Cooper is the true pillar of AEW ratings. There you go. Your four pillars are the four nerds. KJ and Nick run AEW. I would love to. Just like a 6-month contract. If we can't do good shit, we'll walk away. The old Bucks already take over the show now. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Chair, but I think that's what's going to be the move here. That, they show up with an attitude. They start booking random matches. They start fucking with people. Maybe it helps. I don't know. I mean, what is the other alternative? That Kenny comes in, which could happen. And maybe he gets a little get back on Tony's behalf by putting them in a couple matches they're not happy about, keeps that wound open for when they eventually, Kenny's healthy enough to come back. Two count on the powerbomb, though. Bronson Reed almost gets the W. KJ, could you hire me for creative? Absolutely. We'll talk about it, Larry. I'm sure everybody jumping in on that one. Did Channing Decker ever have a shot at NXT? No, I don't think so. Doesn't sound familiar. Commercial's over. All right, Nia Jax. All right, folks, as Bronson takes a peek at the IC title. So they're now putting the titles on a little platform. That's not a bad idea. Where's Wendy Chu? We don't know. She fell asleep and we haven't seen her since. I have no idea, Keyshawn. Bucks take over. Kenny Omega is the hero and saves AEW. And there's Chad. So there's your no contesta. As Chad Gable not happy. Is she still injured? What's she injured? As Chad is just laying out Sami Zayn. Now, I wonder how Bronson feels about the match being thrown out. I think them putting the titles on the podium for the title matches. Yeah, I like it, James. I think it's cool. Again, we talk about the belts being important. Huge ankle lock. Gable's got the whole leg tied up. Refs come out. Sammy grabbing the leg. Gable causes the DQ 100%. I chew not to give a fuck. And then Bronson taking out Sammy. Now that's interesting, because if it's a triple threat with both guys, because Bronson's still there. Yeah, Bronson not happy with Chad. There you go, folks. Death Valley Driver. Big pop for Bronson taking out Gable. Bronson Reed for Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable. Yeah, I'm with you, Richard. I'm with you. Now email the WWE 400 times and tell them to book it. Sammy Bronson 100 2-0 says Damien. There you go. There you go. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Round 3 picks are in, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going next? Who's going next? What? Oh, they're going back. So they're going back and talking about Kiana James, her dream coming true, as she was drafted on Friday night, much to my delight. Big fan of Kiana James. I think she brings a lot to the table. And I mean, I've been preaching about it for quite a while. And her being the first one out of NXT makes a lot of sense. Ilya Dragunov, I'm with you 100%, Tim. Ilya is en route. Jet Passon, ESPN Baseball Insider, is behind Pat McAfee now. There you go. All the celebs in the house in KC tonight. Triple threat IC match for Backlash. Richard, 100%. For those just tuning in, Gable, Sammy took out Gable, went to a match with Bronson. Gable took out Sammy. Bronson took out Sammy. Bronson took out Gable. So it looks like we are getting a triple threat for Backlash. As we go back into a commercial, and there is the next round of picks coming up, we will quickly, actually, what I can do, this is the pick so far tonight on the show. So that's what we have to this point. Not bad. Again, I know people are kind of not thrilled with what we're seeing, what we're getting, but again, give it time. I think Braun Strowman was a nice pick. I think I don't have a whole lot of issue with it. So you guys let us know how you feeling about the draft. I know people want like big things, but I don't hate it. I might not be jumping for joy, but it's been okay. It's been okay. Most cannon rolls in a car. All right. But yeah, so let me know how you liking this draft. Are you intrigued by Tariq Tyson versus Good Brothers, KJ Nick? I guess a little intrigued. I mean, it's their debut. The Good Brothers, we thought were going down to NXT with a little more purpose. They didn't really have a purpose other than just maybe getting some in-ring time and then back up to the main roster. So I have no idea, guys. I think the match overall, I mean, I'm looking forward to see what the Tariq and Tyson can do. We'll see. I like the Good Brothers. They're going back to the main roster. So maybe there's a upset brewing here. I knew it was going to be a lot NXT one's night 2. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if we get and Michael Cole reminding us that they took Kiana James. So Ilya possibly, Roxy, is she in the mix? What about Bird Lady? We got some options. Dijak, anybody? They're going to pop at Raw. Remember the Nakamura match? Fair enough. Not sure. Dragunov, SmackDown, I think. Bring him to Raw. You want him wherever Gunther is. Are you intrigued? Got that one. I knew I was going to be a lot of NXT, so we'll find out. Has to be Ilya Dragunov for the first pick. The crowd is going to pop. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, very interesting, for sure. Baron Corbin will be drafted next. Baron Corbin was part of the supplemental draft, Keyshawn. So Baron Corbin has been drafted, and I'm positive that he went to SmackDown. I say Dijak SmackDown. Not bad. Not bad. The Shield. Let's go. Real CEO. Dijak. Okay. Some people feeling my Dijak guess. We'll see. We'll see. As we are still in commercial break, WWE presents Triple Threat Lash. A little. I was thinking that when we were talking about it, Daniel. That's not a bad shout. But we were talking about how potentially getting an IC triple threat. Yeah, and we already have at least one. Is Tiffany? She's dating Ludwig. McIntyre Raw, Shinsuke SmackDown. Could see that. I could see that. France will be Backlash Night 2. Okay. Dijak should be called up. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm really okay if it happens. Corey saying, have the Elite think they are running the show and then play the interview where TK told his dad that he wanted Danielson to take over if something was to happen to him. Brian runs the show. Corey, that's some long-term storytelling. That's not a bad shout, actually. That makes sense. He did say that publicly, that if anything ever happened to him, maybe Shad is running the show. Is there any chance that Shad's in charge? Shad's the new GM of AEW Dynamite? But yeah, that's interesting. That's a very interesting take, sir. There you go. I wonder. I feel like I haven't been socially active so far in the chat. Well, I think you are. I think you're in there. I think you're saying hello. We appreciate anything. Dijak should be called up. I could go with it. Lyra to Raw, Roxy to SmackDown. APA in the house. Dun. Let's go. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Ron Simmons and John Bradshaw Layfield in the house, folks, with the next picks. Damn. Absolutely. Sting, new GM. I like it, Larry. That's right, son. The name of the contract is Khan, but it's not Tony Khan. It's Shad Khan. Raw selects Hall of. Oh, wait a minute. They draft the LWO, including Carlito. That is weird. I guess because they haven't officially broke up. What? The LWO goes to Raw. Damn. Yeah, no shit. JBL says Rey Mysterio, Hall of Famer and deadbeat dad. Damn. Weird. They made poor Ron Simmons have to be the guy that says Legata del Fantasma. Legado. Okay, so kind of an interesting pick in the fifth spot here, as Raw takes LWO, but SmackDown takes Legado. I find that interesting. Finally, Drew McIntyre goes to Raw. Oh. I can't believe Drew goes after the LWO. Why wouldn't you just reverse that order? Do Drew, then LWO. Final pick. As Nakamura going to SmackDown. Okay. Big pickup for the blue brand. What do you think? Another round in the books. Again, I would have just switched the order. Drew and Shinsuke, then LWO and Legado. That's just me being a little picky. But again, if you're trying to give me value on the names that you're picking, I'm a little surprised you did it in this order. As here comes Drew, but that's the up. Oh, put it in the wrong spot. Dun, dun, dun. That's funny. He was the champion for just over 5 minutes. But that is your updated draft board, folks. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I agree with Drew. In what world does he get drafted in round 3?
Hi.
Hi. As we're
Hi.
getting
It's very interesting that they chose Ron Simmons to be the one that says Phantasma.
Did you hear that? Like, really? You're gonna
Damn.
All these fucking vowels.
Damn, son. Where'd you get that at?
Right. Yeah, Drew has a hyperextended elbow.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, so Drew's going to be off TV for a while, Punk's going to be off TV for a while, Charlotte's off TV, Rhea's off TV, Roman's off TV, Seth's off TV. This is going to get interesting. You're really going to have some people, though.
Oh, here we go. CM Punk in the house. As Drew going to look for him, I have a feeling he's going to come out through the crowd.
Oh, I just got Drew
Got
looking
the
for
music. I see Punk up in the press box. Sorry, Nick.
No, you're good. Like, pause for half a second and hit play. We're good. He's out there with the cutoff and everything. So showing I'm good to go.
I think he called him a bitch.
I'm right here, you little bitch.
Okay, he did. The Kevin McAllister. I'm up here, you stupid jerks.
Right.
Mind games. But Drew going to look for Hook. Drew going to go look for Punk.
Right.
Damn.
Beatbox, what up, my guys? Saying, hey, guys, just woke up to come to see if you was on. We're always on. Pump for Strowman's comeback. My favorite guy. Yeah, Brawny the Strowman.
Uh-huh. Shoosh. Maxine's finally getting some momentum. According to Maxine.
Yeah.
Maxine views her wrestling
like Tony Khan saying AW is great. Source is Tony Khan.
Well, that's it. She sees her wrestling like Tony sees his booking.
Facts.
Right. This is why I said Hook, by the way. It's the Hook signal.
Right.
Mind games. I like it. Second City Saint in the house. As right now, Chad Gable is giving everybody shit and told Tozawa he's not allowed to dance anymore.
Just walking through everybody.
Oh, Ivy coming in as sympathetic friend. Damn.
That's still just awkward as shit. And like what you mentioned though, with like Carlito still being drafted with the LWO, it's like when your parents or your family member invites you and your significant other to a wedding and then doesn't realize y'all have split up before they invited you to a significant a wedding or anything.
Right. Yeah, no, I found it very interesting. I would have going back to the draft real quick. I really would have drafted Drew and Shinsuke before the factions, just to say they were picked.
Oh yeah,
it just seems to make sense if you're going to take them in the same group. Now, I feel like they're setting up, like they're separating the two LWOs now, and I wonder where Andrade slides into. Probably the feud with Ray.
I wonder where Carlito slides in. I think they did it. I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's like when you you and your ex get invited to a wedding
Yes.
and everything.
Yes.
But I think they did it to where you had them go as the last two picks, or at least Drew as one of the last picks, so you can tie it into the promo, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, that's again where that, logical thinking just goes out the window.
A little bit. I think it's safe to say Howdy will be on Raw. I maybe. I don't know. It's the longer of the show, so I mean, if you want to use up some time with something fun, I'd be okay with it.
Well, then you got to draft Bo Dallas, like we discussed in our draft segment. You can't just draft Howdy and just
draft Howdy.
I pick 6 people at once.
I pick them all. Let's go. That's what Raw's been doing all
night.
night.
Catch them all.
Right? Geekbox, thank you so much for the super chat. My bit of love for the night. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We'll be listening to you as I do a Strowman video. Pause.
As long as you're not pulling your brawny, that's what we're looking about.
All right. They're separating damage control from Bailey, 100%, Chris.
That's the thing, is it feels like with a lot of this, of you're seeing feuds that have died, of Bailey and damage control, done. LWO, theoretically done, because now on different brands. Yeah. So as much as we were wondering if you got big feuds that died, instead it's been the mid-card feuds of, nope, we're just done. Yeah. We're starting anew.
Yeah, a bit of a mid-card shuffling. The deck is definitely being shuffled in the middle quite a bit. And again, I imagine there's some plan here. Like I saw somebody say no Ilya yet, and I mean, we still got quite a few picks to go. So we'll see how the rest of it plays out. Nothing earth-shattering at this point, but very interesting that they set up the two, these two factions that have been feuding for so long.
Biggest pick of the draft so far for you?
Of the entire draft so far?
Yes, sir.
Braun Strowman, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's where you got to go with that. That's where I figured it would go. That's why I asked the question. Yeah, he's been the one that didn't have on my bingo card.
Right. They're separating damage control. Got that one. That one's for Rick. Ilya Dragunov for the first pick. I took him third. So if he goes fourth, I won't feel so bad.
Right. Well, and again, I think that might be one of those that you maybe save it towards the last hour of the show. For like the pop moment. Yeah, that's a different guy. As long as you don't feature us in that. Right. You feature us in the Strowman shadow, but don't feature us in where you're stroking your Strowman.
As we're with Braun. Another Braun.
Shit, yeah. Too many people on the show named Braun.
Vince would have made him change his name. Or one of them.
Well, he needs to be a goddamn Steiner.
Rex Steiner works way better. Bailey versus Tiffany Stratton is a new rivalry. Could be. Going to be a good one. Oh, wait a minute.
Sheamus looking like he's out here trying to sell you the fucking newspaper. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior, the McDouble?
But Braun playing it off like a heel. So after banger. There goes Drew.
Howdy news.
And I'm not sure if anyone in the background is important.
No, not at all. But that's the thing, though, is that's what makes it great, is you have to take that into consideration.
Paul says it was stupid to put Breaker on Raw because he's getting cheered on SmackDown.
So then he'll get cheered on Raw.
Yeah, sorry, Paul.
The cheers aren't brand specific.
Fact. As Candace is here with her new attitude.
And new Hartwell, too.
If you guys want to get your predictions in, we got Ivy and Maxine.
All right, so what do y'all want to talk about besides this motherfucker?
You missed that pause, didn't you, motherfucker?
Oh, well, I'm going to say, you got to pause before here. Right. So you've still got one until about 10. So
Candace
use it wisely.
Candice and Indy have always had their little 2 to 3 minutes of nothing. Yeah, of nothing. Drew Sheamus did a thing. The Legendary Warriors.
No one in this match you could call a legendary warrior. And I do mean nobody.
Braun Breaker versus Braun Strowman versus Bronson Reed versus LeBron James.
All the bronze. As we are ding-ding on the way of Maxine Dupree versus Candice LeRae with Ivy Nile and Indy Hartwell at ringside here is spinning midsection kick. It was probably supposed to be a high kick, but it was midsection.
Oh, and a nip up. Wow.
Fish minute, yeah, into a kip up.
She just kipped up like fucking, like she was made of liquid.
Well, when you're an alien, it's not hard to kip up.
Set it up so perfect. Oh, now we're getting the reverse worm.
What the? Again, she's an alien.
She's backwards.
I remixed the remix. It was back to normal.
Right. If her knees click back the wrong way, I know we're up to no good. Going for the ankle lock.
Yeah. Ducks to step up into green. They're booking her though. Like this is literally like, oh, this is where I duck. This is where I lock this in.
They're giving her a chance to figure her shit out.
You know when you do that, NXT level up.
Perfect spot for her to go.
She's already out here, straps down, and I'm thankfully, well, at least you can tell it's still at least somewhat PG because the other straps aren't down.
Okay, that spot was brutal.
Ivy
gets thrown into the post. Maxine gets distracted.
Dropped on the middle row.
Oh, now she's getting stretched. And other than being very...
If she's going to lose this after all of that...
Of course she's going to lose to the heel. She can't win.
Yeah, but like you came in
what do you
like
want
a ball of fire and a ball of piss and vinegar.
Yeah, but she sucks. And even they know it. Why would you
just get J.O.B. Like, my guy, there's so many people on NXT and on NXT level up that are like, I can do better than that.
Yeah. Well, she takes the squash loss. You're building up Candice and Indy. But yeah, she had to lose. No fucking way.
But even the build on Candice and Indy is just like,
they're trying.
You're building up a popcorn fart for a popcorn fart.
They're trying. Some people like Candice. We've liked her in the past. Indy. They're trying. They got to start somewhere.
That's what that felt is Indy. That's what that felt is Indy and not Hartwell the wrestler.
I don't even think we could get Maxine anywhere near anything Indy. For the win. Yeah, that was a bad choice. Indy, yeah, send Maxine to NXT. I'm okay with that.
Put her on level up, please.
3-0. I was always a bigger fan of Indy than Candice. I agree with that, Kyle.
Is that just because she's bigger?
I think she's better overall.
Fair enough.
We're going back to the security.
You're splitting hairs.
From Wimbledon.
They caught this man in 4K, and they're like, I don't know who did it.
Is that me? And they still got
who else on this fucking show has an afro puff like that?
Right? Is it odd that they drafted him with them? Like Carlito's with them in the draft.
Again, like I said, it's when your parents invite, you and your ex that they don't know you split up with because she cheated on you to the fucking, your brother's wedding type shit.
Right.
I can't wait to see Susan. Well, me and Susan ain't together anymore.
Well, we got Ray and the woe in the back. So Ray's got unfinished business with Carlito.
I'm starting to wonder if Ray is the drama, just like how Sting might be the drama. Bro, this looks like Eddie talking to fucking
100%. Like it looks like Dom's getting ready to play Eddie in the Eddie biopic.
Facts. Like, I mean, hey, A24, you did Iron Claw. Give me, Three Amigos with Dom playing Eddie here.
Oh, wait, that means, potentially they could be on the same brand when all said and done.
Yeah, facts.
Fucking Judgment Day to Raw in the next round. I bet, James, you might be on to something, especially with that last interaction there.
Right. But we're
Well,
getting a commercial for Spring Breaking, which we'll be here live for tomorrow. As we're getting NXT Underground with Natalia versus Lola, your girl. And we're also hear from Trick Williams. We're getting Oba Femi versus who the fuck is he facing?
Oba's taking on Ivar.
There we go. Versus the Viking.
Right.
But yeah.
What?
Well, no, I was just saying, of even with this, we drafted Carlito with all of this. Like, I'm starting to wonder, does Ray just realize maybe I'm the drama? Same thing with Sting, always gets turned on. Maybe I'm the problem. Like, Ray gets turned on by everybody.
Everybody,
like, maybe it's you. If you keep getting dumped, maybe it's you.
It's even his kid, man. How long until Dom and Ray make up? We know it's eventually coming. I hope never. I hope that Dom retires his dad and takes his mask.
They make up at like the Hall of Fame when Ray gets introduced.
Yeah, maybe. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Oh, Lola Vice is mine, so you're gonna have to fight.
No, you got Jeff Jarrett. You can have fun.
You can have Karen Jarrett. You can have that.
All right.
Dom's Eddie's kid. Yeah.
He looks like he's about to lie, cheat, and steal. That's all I'm saying.
Well, like you nailed it. He's pretty much out there about to play Eddie in the biopic.
With that mustache, man, it's killing me. But real quick, so here I'm gonna. This is the QR code. I don't know what it means, but that's what it is. One more time. So I don't know what it means. I don't know where that particular, if anyone knows what that road is. I don't know. I have no idea.
That's the thing, is you're going to see all the internet stuff like, I live on that street, actually. They were driving by my house right there. Getting Blair Witch Project out here with this. Catching fire.
Let's see that, Richard. What did Richard say? Can't do an Eddie biopic without mentioning Benoit. I had to say it. Yeah, I mean,
no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah, but I mean, you would still include part because it's part of the tragic story. We tell a lot of tragic stories just because he's.
So then, all right. So then I'll ask you this, and I'm gonna leave my opinion on this human being out of this. Which one do you do first? Eddie or He Who Should Not Be Named? Do you do that as a biopic?
I wouldn't necessarily do a Benoit biopic, I think, but if you're going to do an Eddie one, there has to be a character named Chris who goes off the deep end and is he was still alive when Eddie passed away, so there would still be that interaction. Like, you wouldn't act like Chris Benoit never existed.
Does it? Could you get away with doing it? Like, is it necessary to tell that story? Or if you do tell that story, does it not overshadow the Eddie story?
I don't think so.
Let's be honest. That's what everyone wants to fucking know about. That's what everyone still wants to talk
but you
about.
wouldn't even focus on like what Chris was doing or what was in Chris's life. But if you're going to tell a biopic story, Chris has to be a part of it. They came from WCW.
Yeah, but he was an integral fucking part, though. Like that.
Yeah, so I have no problem with that. Like, we watched fucking movies about fucking serial killers and fucking homicide.
Yeah,
you like.
I will give you the benefit of the doubt if you're going to make a movie and everything like that. Like, I personally, as far as pro wrestling goes, He Who Shall Not Be Named, I just have my feelings on that.
Yeah.
And you're entitled to your own opinions. As far as a movie of that man or anything, I would still watch it.
I would, if they did like the true story of it again. Like, I mean,
if they did like with Iron Claw, I'd watch it.
Yeah, I mean, again, yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, we've seen. Oh, he found it. No, he didn't.
Well, he found the
Punk's gonna be down in the ring,
but he's gone. It only took
with an autographed picture. And there it goes. The music hits.
Someone tried to get Punk or got Punk to sign a Drew shirt.
The music hit. What?
Someone got Punk to sign a Drew shirt.
I believe you. So Drew gets all the way up to the luxury box, and Punk's down where Drew used to be.
Yeah, it's amazing how like a half hour or so will do that to you.
Dom did walk out of Ray's Hall of Fame, yes.
Well, yeah, fuck, I forgot Ray's actually in Hall of Fame.
This is hilarious.
It's a great game of cat and mouse.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, Boston. CM Troll. 100%. He's getting them back. I like this. This has been one of the best back and forth we've had in any type of storyline. I'm enjoying this a lot.
Hey, other three-lettered company. This is how you can do on-screen shit and social media shit and blend the two together, and it still works and it still gets over and no one gets their fucking feelings hurt.
And also a good way to keep injured people relevant.
Yeah, and it's also a guy that you could have used in the fucking storyline you're trying to do now.
Right.
As this show just Punk just staring daggers through this man. I won't waste your time like Drew McIntyre.
Right. I got 5 minutes and 46 seconds. Pat, let me know.
As he sits dead center cross leg. This is arguably one of the best views that they have.
Do I have your attention now? Sorry, Nick.
No, that's so great.
You're like an ex-girlfriend.
Hey. This is just so fucking good, though. You got a sore elbow?
You prayed for me to get injured.
I did that to you. You just got hurt sitting on Twitter.
And that is why I was drafted before you.
Any sort of hint with Punk out here with the cutoff just to show the little muscles, the little build, the little swole?
Working on the arms.
Right? I mean, yeah. No more tricep injuries for this guy.
Right? Working on it.
It's simple wrestling economics. That I'm super interested. They're using this as an angle of Punk was drafted before Drew. That's for as much as we've talked about the with the draft and everything, that they're going to use this of I was drafted ahead of you.
Yep.
I'm a bigger name. I'm a bigger draw than you are. They wanted me before they wanted you. I like that.
Yeah. Make it matter. This saved the show. Might have. Did you just say I'm going to save your life?
I'm going to make your life a living hell is what I heard.
Okay, yeah. And then he said, that's good, man. I like it.
And they're just not breaking eye contact. And you've got the spotlight on Drew and you've got the spotlight on Punk.
Oh, Punk turned his back on Drew. That might be a mistake.
But this is arguably right now the best thing that WWE has going. All due respect to Cody, all due respect to Damian. This is it.
Right.
The second these two are able to lock horns, everybody will be seated.
Yep. And I mean, again, the anticipation. Oh, we got music. Teddy Long in the house.
It's the Mac Militant. Holla, 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 holla.
Breaking news. Teddy Long will be running AEW Dynamite this week.
I just need to do the Ted dance all the time.
Oh, and Alundra Blaze.
Oh God, I thought she was about to smack Teddy's ass. Not gonna lie, she was trying to like shuffle
Oh, look
past
at
him
this.
as. Oh, Punk
Alondra,
plants
yeah,
one on Alundra as he gives Teddy a big old hug. But yeah, Alundra was trying to like shovel past Teddy, and I thought she was gonna give him a little pat there.
right, like that. Later.
Right.
Oh, we going right at it. Wow, Raw keeping the Judgment Day.
And J.E. McDonough, Teddy, weren't you picking for a SmackDown like Friday? Why are you picking for Raw now?
You traitor.
You getting two-timing something.
Hold on just a minute, player.
Holla, holla, holla. Well, we got to draft a tag team. Bro, when did an Alundra Blaze fucking steal Nakamura's wardrobe?
That's jokes. Naomi staying on SmackDown.
Oh, shit. Why did I think she had already gotten drafted? Damn you, Anthony. I thought she had already gotten drafted.
So there you go. Basically keeping, I mean, for the most part, there's been a lot of just SmackDown staying status quo.
Yeah,
Shinsuke.
which I don't like. Make a big splash, motherfuckers.
From NXT.
From NXT.
The Dragon! The Czar! Ilya Dragunov.
Gee, you couldn't tell when everyone else is clapping and he's the only one that's just like, I wonder what's going to happen here. Why are you punching yourself in the face?
He's an intense motherfucker. That's
there's
why.
Intense and there's psychotic, and that's crossing the line toward the psychotic.
Ilya is nuts. Even his hugs are intense.
Yeah, that's the thing. Have you ever had someone hug you and you're terrified because they hugged you? That's the Ilya right there.
It's just a little too hard. Like I'm trapped.
Well, it's one of those of like, am I gonna die like tomorrow? Like, how many hours do I have left?
Right.
Ilya to Raw. You gotta counter here, SmackDown.
Wow, Chelsea and Piper. Nick not happy with that pick.
I mean.
What's wrong with that pick?
It's entertaining and it's gonna get you some draws and get you some clicks. I'm not hating on Chelsea or Piper, but it's one of those of like, what splash has SmackDown made here or anything? What notable move has SmackDown made?
They got Naomi, man. They got
Who
Shinsuke
was there already.
They got Shinsuke.
You ain't trying to sell me on Shinsuke being a.
You love Shinsuke. Here comes Liv. Who's she fighting?
Naya, remember?
Oh yeah. Are they doing that now?
I know.
I didn't realize they were doing that tonight. I didn't realize we were gonna do that tonight.
I believe
it's a weird match.
No, I believe that I don't think it's Joe Hendry, but I believe we're getting Liv versus Naya as Liv's out here with her Revenge Tour t-shirt.
There you go. She's looking great.
She's just, pleasing all the simps out here.
Yeah, she's a 12. It's okay. Yeah. This man will make matches wonderful for real. Ilya is a moneymaker. He's phenomenal. And we were joking about it, but the dude's intense. He sells his ass off. He's committed to everything he does. He wears his heart on his sleeve. It is going to be fun to watch Ilya on the main roster.
Hey, guess what? They didn't put Ilya with Imperium. So we're going to get Gunther versus Ilya just on their own.
Not necessarily.
Oh, God, fuck, damn it.
That's a leap. But
No, the Leap is thinking that they're going to be paired together.
Could happen.
No, that's the Leap, my guy. You have to admit that's the Leap. Me
No
thinking
way.
that they're going to have a feud individually is not the Leap. You thinking they're going to be paired together is the Leap.
I think
let us know in the chat right now.
A lot of people have
brought up
Ilya being the third member of Imperium. That's why they randomly kicked out Eichner. I could see it happening. Eventually, you'll get your feud, but maybe not right away.
Leap or no Leap, and let us know who you're taking, whether you're taking Nia Jax or Liv.
Yeah,
Nia's obviously going to SmackDown.
Your Leap was saying that because he got drafted.
JLB. What?
Your Leap was saying he got drafted, therefore separate, therefore he's not part of the group. And I said one does not equal the other.
That's not a leap. That's fucking 1 + 1.
No, what I mean is just because he got drafted separately does not mean he can't join the group. So saying that,
yeah, but you're going all the way to that means he is joining the group.
No, I didn't. Not at all.
Okay, so you just still, but you just think it's going to naturally happen.
Yeah, you're moving the fucking goalpost, my guy.
No. I'm asking for clarification. So what do you feel?
So all I said Ilya could join the Imperium. He really could. But all I was refuting was the fact that just because he got drafted separately doesn't mean he's not in the group or couldn't be in the group. I think Ilya is getting fed to Gunther. Can't feed him though. He's going to be a star.
So you still think that he joins the group?
He could. I think
no. Stand on business. Not he could. Does he?
Yeah. I think that's where they put him at first.
Okay, that's what I wanted. I wanted a definitive answer. Not he could. Well, no shit. Anyone could.
Yeah. There you go. Nick has moved the goalpost. Ilya will take the IC title. You just changed the argument mid-argument. Ilya will eventually join as an epic storyline. Nick, there you go.
No, John.
SmackDown is stacked. KO, Jade, Naomi, Tiffy time. Yeah, got some good picks. Is Liv taking down Nia? By the way, get your predictions in. Liv by
right. Who you got?
I feel like it has to be Liv. I think nobody wins this.
Nah, it has to be Liv. It's the only way you salvage anything with Liv.
Liv can't beat Nia tonight. I'm not in for that.
Roll through, roll up, because Nia's going to be on SmackDown. Liv
needs Tiffy time.
Hey, I thought we were looking at the Prime bottle for a second. I was like, is the Prime bottle come to life again now? Bro, and again, it's fucking the series of evolution of Liv's kind of over and Nia was over and got bigger boos and everything. You know who got the biggest reaction out of the two women involved? The third woman that they showed in the crowd.
Tiffy times are thing, folks.
I can't wait till she's in France and we get, we want some Tiffy.
The King of the Ring. I like that. I really, really like that, Tim. Gunther, Ilya, finals, King of the Ring would be fucking wonderful.
Absolutely. Well, I think that's with the Xavier feud earlier tonight. I think that's what we're setting up. And he mentioned it in his promo last week about being King of the Ring and everything. Mm-hmm. So he's going to be the King General.
There you go.
He is the Meister Burgermeister.
Isn't that Sheamus's gimmick? That 100 pounds isn't hurting anybody. Nick likes to be contradictory. No, come on, Mark. Come on.
No, never. What?
Come on. Nia gets DQ fatal 4-way at PLE. Who's the fourth?
Well, so you're going to have someone who just got drafted to SmackDown compete for the Raw title, and you're expecting them to win. Like, I mean, if they win, then you switch them over, but it's just, it's all convoluted as fuck.
It's so convoluted, I have no idea what you meant.
There you go.
I have no idea what who does what, where?
Fair enough. No, it was talking about Nia going after the Raw Women's Championship and everything like that. And I was saying she just got drafted to SmackDown to where if she then wins it, then you have to fucking move her, and then you switch people around. There you go. Explanation.
There you go. We put it all together. Nick listening to Busted Open too much.
No, actually, no. I actually don't listen to them really all that much.
And then they beat Bailey. Was there a first part of that sentence? Nia should win, and then beat Bailey. Oh, so you're pushing Nia right to the top of SmackDown. I feel like Liv or nothing here. It's either like a DQ or some stupid roll-up win. I don't know about, only because Nia's leaving.
Yeah, I think this ends up with Liv with a roll-up here. If you maybe get a distraction, which would be interesting. Like, I feel like it'd end up being a Raw distraction. Like Becky comes out and causes a distraction or something. Tiffany causes it. Ah, fuck. That's where they're gonna go. That's where they said it. Fucking writing on the wall. There we go. That's where it is. Tiffany causes a distraction.
Where are we with this? Yeah, it could be Tiffy. Could be Tiffy, folks. Watch out. But that's your update. The big one for me. Like, I'm starting to get happier about the draft. Drew finally got picked. Punk got picked.
They're picking people you pick. That's why.
Yeah, starting to round out nice. Gunther. But yeah, Ilya getting picks huge. I don't mind Chelsea Green and Piper going over to. I feel like they could have been a supplemental pick. Let's be real.
Yeah, that's a Twitter pick.
Maybe. Again,
All
I mean,
respect.
If you're trying to give them more relevance, maybe that's the decision there. But yeah, it might have been a Twitter pick.
Well, actually, shit. Daniel brings up something and somebody that I would have taken over that. And Matt Cardona and Chelsea, don't come at me with saying y'all should have been a Twitter pick and everything like that. But Rick O'Shea, our favorite fighting Irishman, he didn't get already drafted, did he? I don't believe so.
He's been announced. No.
Yeah, and he just won the speed title. And I mean, we don't need to defend the speed title on SmackDown, but him on SmackDown, and you've got, a little bit of that high flyer vibe and everything. And he's getting much more over and getting much more prominently featured than he has been. So,
yeah, Liv is eye candy.
Him versus a Logan U.S. title.
Interesting.
Oh, good God. As Liv is just fucking testing out if Nia's head's a pinata against this ring post here.
Yeah, badass Liv. Chelsea versus Aldis will be good. I can see that, Keyshawn. Wow, Samoan drop. Good night, princess. No, not yet.
One count. One count.
Was it a one count? Huge.
Yes.
9 to 12 draft picks will be picked by Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What?
Richard's sleeping again. No, Nick Ricochet has not been drafted. Dale confirms.
Fair enough. Good to know.
The draft has been crap. Crippity crap.
We've still got the last 8 picks. So there's the potential you could get a big steal, big snag, or anything like that. I mean,
but they're drafting the people that are on the show. So I don't.
Braun Strowman is your biggest moment of this entire draft over 2 nights.
I think Ilya might be. But Braun, name value, I guess. I'll give you that.
Well, we knew Ilya was going up, so I'll give you that. Like, I can see debatable, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm confused a little bit by the fan base as far as like, okay, well, they drafted the people they have. What are we missing? Punk got drafted. Drew got drafted. Like, who are they supposed to draft if they're not drafting these people?
But that's the thing is you have all of these big stars in big feuds on one brand. Like, what were you expecting? A giant shift? Like, so Roman Reigns goes from SmackDown to Raw. He withdrew himself from the draft. Like, Seth Rollins goes from Raw to SmackDown. Where are we going here with this?
The cheeky Nando's pull.
That's how you know you've been with a British woman. The cheeky Nando's pull.
Oh my Lord.
1, 2. She almost won with the stupid sexy Rhea pin.
Yeah, I was worried. Never mind. I thought we were
Bro, Tiffany, what are you? You just kind of there. Fucking Pat McAfee.
Naomi! Naomi!
Hey! Just jumping Tiffany out here. Well, again, this is your go-home show as well for Backlash, and this is setting up your SmackDown's Women's Title feud for Backlash here.
So these two are going to end up in the ring, I'm assuming.
Yeah, this is what causes your distraction, your decision here.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, AJ. I think the show got better as it went on, especially with all that Punk stuff and Drew, real solid. This match has been interesting. So Liv's going to get a fucking cheap W.
Yup.
A horrible looking code breaker.
Oh, that was... Hey, she somehow still hit it better than Chris Jericho, but that's not hard to do.
And there you go, Liv Morgan.
At least have it be on a fucking roll up. Don't have it be clean like that.
It wasn't clean. Nia was distracted, allowing Liv. I mean,
I saw a dog run by, so I was fucking distracted.
Liv's the number one contender. She's going to be the one going after the belt. That's a huge win for her as Nia's moving on to SmackDown. I would rather that than a fucking roll up.
Sneaky, that's what I would have said. But
as long as
I won't die on this hill, I'll live with it.
Right? As long as there was a distraction, I'm okay with it. Badass Liv Morgan trying to build her up.
Anyone else notice though this with Booker T's mustache? Of he's got the random, twirls on the ends here. Inspector Clouseau out here, fucking Pink Panther out here.
Oh, Pierce, looking all kinds of brother love.
Right, I love you. This man is wearing the reddest suits of red suits, and yet hasn't been on TV yet.
Pierce's favorite pick of the draft is Chelsea Green. Nick, all this good luck. I like it.
I will say I really like Adam Pearce in this role. Like I earlier before when a couple years ago when Adam Pearce showed up on WWE and everything, I was not familiar with your game, sir. Everything that I've seen from Pearce now as Raw general manager, everything like that, 10 on 10. I'm a fucking fan of it.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. They're great. I'm a big fan of what Aldis is doing as well. I think they're perfect in the roles. It's nice to have the GMs that you can take serious, that you're watching, go through the ups and downs. And they're so different. Pierce is always high energy, running around like a maniac. Aldis is cool as a cucumber, no matter what's happening. So it's good. I like them both.
You have high stress, and then you have Bond fucking villain over there.
Right.
You have no idea how many times I've been watching Booker T stream and wanted to put it in the chat. Motherfucker, handlebar mustache does not suit you. He doesn't have a handlebar. He has the turn.
Come on. Yeah, that's silly.
Never disrespect a man's beard game.
Right.
Adam Pearce is dressed like the devil. Yeah. The devil. J-Boy out here just loses his mind of Juggle Boy. No, that's what Jack Perry did with
MJF. All right, are you stroking out, sir? You doing okay?
Right now, put 9 and then 1 in the chat if we need to call an ambulance.
Right. It's Tiffy time, the new champion. Man, it feels like they're going to push her real quick here.
Yeah, I'm really kind of hoping for it, but I also understand that Bayley kind of needs a run with that. You forget how well Bayley was during the pandemic era as women's champion when she was the champ and all of that. So her as women's champion again, I think could really be good. But yeah, she needs some serious challengers.
Absolutely. Anybody can do a code breaker better than Jericho, I think was missing from that. But yeah, no. Yeah, they haven't looked good lately. The last one I saw, it was a one-leg code breaker because that's all he could get into fucking focus.
Well, I was like, Jericho? Yeah, Jericho hasn't looked good anytime lately. How do you feel, by the way, about W. Morrissey, Big Bill? He couldn't learn anything from Enzo, but he's going to learn something from Jericho.
Yeah, again, I mean, the whole learning tree concept is fucking dumb. Poor Big Bill's going to get sucked up in this. He's going to be the new Jake Hager. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Jericho trying to lean into the critics, lean into this is what they're saying about me. I'm going to lean into it. It's just creating go home heat. You are killing everything.
No,
It's not
don't
a good
lean
way.
into it, Chris. Just listen to it and just go
Yeah.
As we're getting an advertisement for Saturday, August 3rd at Cleveland Browns Stadium, we'll have SummerSlam, and they're doing it all decked out in the Browns colors, which is just a poo-poo of a choice, I would say.
Yeah, from my aspect, we don't fuck with Brown a whole lot, so
There's a reason they're called the Browns, and their fucking side mascot is a fucking elf and shit like that. Like, they're not a good fucking... They don't have a lot of shit going for them.
right. We're getting the telestrator of earlier tonight, and that I love Speed City. I didn't realize he sat down. Like, hey, I'm from
Bro,
Ohio.
fucking Speedy's out there of just selling it even then. Of he's like, I'm gonna be involved in every second of it.
Right.
Hey, I'm from Ohio. Well, OHIO, tell them to go. I don't know.
Boom. Bill and Jericho, horrible pairing. Jericho thinks he's doing good shit. That is the problem with Jericho. We said, like, honestly, I think he holds the record for the most clips of people on this channel just freaking out. It's not good, and he thinks it's wonderful. That's what frustrates me is do something good. Don't be fucking awful and then tell me I'm an idiot because I don't get your bullshit.
What is a microcosm though of that company though? That's
We got another glitch.
Oh, I didn't glitch. All right,
Another glitch.
you take your pause. You go play detective.
I was waiting just for the pick to happen so I could update the board.
Fair enough.
As the Dudley boys return. And they brought tables. SummerSlam, Cleveland, let's go. There's something on the screen. Yep, there was a glitch. Glitches.
Right.
Uncle Howdy take out the Dudleys, put them through the table.
Brawny, the strong man.
Opinion for the bride.
Enjoy the ride on the Pride. I don't know. I tried to make it rhyme.
The Pride has been a little bit mid, a little bit unutilized, a little bit flat. And I think they got a lot of potential.
There's potential. They need a direction.
Yeah.
The picks are in.
Us fans kill me. We just like poke shit at everything. I'm like, oh, I even had to use them twice. Who cares? Shop.
Boston. You put some respect on their names.
What's up?
What up? Well, and even beyond this, like Bully Ray, especially, I guess, through Bust Open, through just hearing him talk about shit, even on the shit that WWE puts out, his understanding for pro wrestling just beyond even the shit that he did beyond ECW, I think he's an invaluable resource.
Absolutely. The fact that he's offering to run the show for free for AEW, I would be all over that. Are you kidding me?
Tony's out there. I still can't afford you. I want to do it for free. I still can't afford you.
No. Oh, wow. No, I'm not. Oh, wow.
New Day.
New Day staying on Raw, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Hall of Fame tag team.
Yeah, a little bit of a seat filler right now, I feel, in WWE.
Pretty Deadly stays in SmackDown.
Why do you say that shit so intense? I've never heard Elton Prince and Kit Wilson said so intently. Like so
Testify.
intense.
100%, man. Yeah. You just dug right into both those names.
Right.
From NXT.
Devon out here with the New Jack forehead, by the way. I like this though because you see everybody on NXT get hype of like it could be me.
Bird Lady gets the pick. Nice.
Caw, caw, caw.
Again, good for her. I like it. I kind of threw it out there because
I think you especially thought this could be a thing.
Yeah, they seem to be very keen on her, especially her in ring. So look, she crying, she feeling it. Looks like she just found out.
But I kind of like that. Like I said, I liked how even they say from NXT and the fucking whole ring pops because they're like, who could it be?
That's hilarious.
What are they fucking chanting right now? Caw, caw.
Nick drinking the haterade and Nick in a grumpy mood tonight.
No, I this ain't nothing new with this, with Lyra.
Dun dun dun. Wow, Candy and Indy. Okay, that's a shit pick.
Bro, what the fuck are we doing out here? Like that, I feel like I'm watching the fucking Bills draft out here. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Just when I'm like, please help me out, draft. No, they double down. They double down.
Like, I'm trying so hard not to just like smack shit and everything right now. I need my like foam block that I have just so I can throw it and not break shit. What the fuck? Like, so New Day goes to Raw, Pretty Deadly goes to SmackDown, Raw takes Lyra, and then we take fucking Indy and Candace.
There had to be someone better on the list.
Bro, that's a Twitter pick. Like that's like we said Chelsea and Piper was a Twitter pick. That's a fucking Twitter pick.
There you go.
That's one of those. That's a fucking Raiders jumping up of, well, they ran a fast 40 times, so we got to pick them now type shit.
Well, we got the awesome truth coming out. Geek Box is with you, feeling you. Think you got some facts.
6 feet, my guy.
I can't understand the last couple picks. I mean, and to me, that was a throwaway round. I think the Lyra pick is obviously the best one of the group. And I kind of know they've been keen on Bird Lady, and yeah, maybe she has to develop more of a personality, but they see something in her, and I will trust that they got a plan. But she's been good. I mean, she is an excellent worker. She did really well with Becky. I like the pick.
The biggest pick for SmackDown, I'm saying this as a brand over 2 nights. The biggest pick for SmackDown was Baron Corbin on a fucking Twitter pick.
I don't think so. Come on now.
Would you like to tell me a bigger pick that SmackDown's made?
What do you mean? They just took Shinsuke. They took Indy and Candace.
Shinsuke.
Corbin's better than Shinsuke? I mean, I would argue that. I would have that battle. Who did they take early on in the fucking draft? There's a couple names there. Corbin's an NXT guy. Like, all right. Like, he's the big deal? Nah, we're good. We're good.
It says Raw that took Damage Control, took Lyra, took Braun,
they got
took
Legato.
Baron.
They got Legato.
Yeah, took Braun, took getting Brawny the Strowman, all of that. Like Monday Night Raw, we can admit, has had the far superior draft.
You were filling a 3-hour show. You knew they were going to do it. They always do. So it doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, SmackDown definitely strong with some of the choices as far as they got Carmelo Hayes, my guy. That's bigger than Corbin. They got Belair in number 1. They took Nia Jax.
They had them, though. That's the thing.
They took Nia
when they already had them.
They took Nia Jax from Raw. They kept LA Knight, which was huge. Andrade's over there. I mean, It's not bad. There are definitely, I mean, losing
The
to Rock
hesitation in your
combined,
voice
but
tells me
as far as Baron Corbin being the biggest pick, I think he's maybe 6th, 7th, 8th.
No, okay. So biggest pick that they didn't already have.
I just said they took
You
Shinsuke.
said so Shinsuke is a bigger pick than Baron?
Yes, and so is Nia Jax.
Nia Jax, I could argue more than
And
Shinsuke.
so is Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes was already there.
Not officially.
He was signed. What the fuck are you talking about?
Forever.
That's like saying, well, they got Jay. Jay was already there. Nia was already, or like Naomi was already there. Bianca was already there. LA Knight was already there. But everybody that they picked was already there.
I know the Bills aren't good at keeping players that are good and they like them. They usually let them go to other teams. But SmackDown's like, what? Were they going to not pick LA Knight? Of course they were going to take LA Knight.
Listen, you fucking Maple Leafs.
And they got the bloodline.
I'll give you that. Fine. That's the biggest pick of SmackDown. That's the biggest pick of SmackDown.
No, Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin.
No, I'm saying of who they didn't already have on the roster.
What do you mean? Shinsuke.
What do you mean? How much more do I need to spell it out?
Shinsuke.
No.
You're killing me, Smalls. Nia Jax.
I said I would have the argument with Nia Jax better than I would with Shinsuke.
I need a puff. Come on now.
You go. You take your pauses. I've got the Awesome Truth taking on Alpha Academy. So let me know, folks, who you taking in this match as I try and calm my blood pressure right now. Of if Alpha Academy wins this, you might see cardiac arrest on the screen here. But we've got the Awesome Truth, the Miz, and R-Truth taking on Otis and Tozawa representing the Alpha Academy here. Nick, hold on. Nick just wants to argue tonight. Is that different than any other night? Why? This guy was really propping Corbin. You know what, Keyshawn? You prop up Jeff Jarrett so you can deal with it. Corbin isn't that big of a draw for me. I'm not saying he was. I'm saying the SmackDown draft's been kind of shit. Love that you guys are cutting better promos than the show is tonight. That's what we do, my God. We've even sat there and said, shout out Geekbox, by the way. Appreciate you, my God. But yeah, when the wrestling may suck, but we never will. Trust me. It's like watching two brothers from different mothers just sit here and argue wrestling here. Yeah, absolutely. I think it was it was during the members stream, I think. By the way, if you aren't a member already, make sure you become a member so you can watch the member streams and everything. Be a friend, tell a friend. I see we're hanging around 97. Let's get it back up to triple digits and everything like that. But yeah, I think we described arguing on Wrestling for Life, on the Wrestling for Life network of like the argument that's gone around about when they're arguing about like the Wizard of Oz and like she came down in a bubble, bro. That's kind of like when me and KJ argue. We'll just argue semantics to death, but still fucking have a time. As the Awesome Truth picks up the win and pretty easily and pretty clean. Oh, woosah. Yes. Everybody right now just woosah. That's so funny because I'll send that to KJ when he gets all worked up. Just woosah, my guy. That's by design, Nick. Load up Raw for the move to Netflix. Make SmackDown more poo-poo because FX isn't as important as WWE on Netflix. Well, it's so important that SmackDown isn't going to FX. They're going to USA. But yeah, I could see there is an aspect of this. And again, I will even say going back and watch our draft video to where we did it as we were GMs of each brand and everything and treated it like it was a brand. There's no difference between the three letters in front of it and everything. Oh, good God. JD you got fucked up. But yeah, how is this man out here looking rougher than fucking Darby who got hit by a bus? as I'm now in commercial break. But yeah, 100% go and watch our draft special that we did on last Thursday, to where we even sat there and went through of, who got drafted where and everything, and actually treated it of, we were trying to build the best roster and all of that. And I think it was Anthony who even specifically was kind of drafting towards the angle of, well, Raw is going to be on Netflix, NXT is going to be on CW, Friday Night SmackDown is going to be on USA. So that's going to be the interesting little avenue, that little caveat to all of this, I feel. Yeah, damn, JD, 100%. I feel like I need to be like that dude, Mick Lovin from Superbad. Damn, son, where you get that at? Damn, he got hit like a mattress. Like I said, he looks worse than Darby, who got hit by a bus. It's so big. That's what she said. JD is underrated. Judgment Day, yes. McDonough, I would say almost perfectly rated, is kind of just meh. Man, I hope St. Patrick's Day doesn't fall on Monday, because Raw is going to be missing a lot of talent. I don't think so. That might be where they fucking lean into it a little bit heavy, I feel. MJF was driving the bus. Yeah. No, did he? Yes, no, did he? Did he do it? Did he do it? Did he did it? What's this I hear about Ventura in talks with Paul? What? I don't know what talks you hear, because I have not heard said talks of what you're trying to talk about. So you let me know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's
figure out what you're talking about. Speaking of talking about.
Right. Speaking of the body, Ventura said that. Now, no one else I've heard has been reported of saying that, but apparently he's been in conversations of some kind with Paul.
Which Paul? Jake, Logan, Levesque,
Papa Paul.
Oh, that's why my brain literally went to, like, he's gonna show out and be like the manager for Logan Paul,
right? Yeah, maybe that would be the new ploy. That would be weird.
I think Jesse Ventura showing up in WWE would be weird. Period.
Yeah, like people were like, "Would you be on commentary?" Like, what? No.
What would you do, sir? Are you just here to have a Legends deal? Well, I've heard the rest of them get Legends deals, so.
Right. So, no, I mean, it's so ridiculous, but I don't see it happening. I mean, Jesse says a lot of things.
Right. But so my blood pressure has come down.
Oh, you're feeling better? Okay.
I have calmed. Now let's see if we can keep my heart rate below like 180.
I'm sure I can stir it as we get Liv Morgan on the screen.
Well, that might elevate it for different reasons.
Oh, she got her title shot. It will be Becky and Lynch. Becky and Liv.
It'll be Lynch and Liv. Oh, as damage control fucking circling here.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
So just necessarily good. Oh, she's out here just like trying to look casual, but looking awkward as shit.
Right.
And like you look like undead Kabuki warrior or shit.
Shut up, Becky.
Right.
Sasso as Jesse. Sasso doing Jesse and Jesse and Arnold talking to each other. That is fucking mint.
Have you heard him do the Scott Hall?
Yes.
That one's really good. Like, yeah. I haven't heard him do Arnold because, I mean, I try and do it a halfway decent Arnold. I know he does a really good Jesse, and I've seen. You also know who does a really good Jesse is Karrion Kross.
Yeah, I saw that clip going around.
Oh, yeah, Kross does a phenomenal Jesse Ventura, but I saw Sasso.
Hey, there you go. Raw takes the final test.
Wow, I'm surprised they didn't stay on NXT.
Yeah. That's so funny.
That's as polite an insult as I can say. I'm surprised you didn't get demoted.
Oh, there you go. Someone called it. DIY goes right after Candice and Indy because they got to go on the way together. That's a good pickup for SmackDown.
No, it's not.
Why not? Why not?
Bro, every time we watch DIY, we're like, they're fucking insufferable. Just fucking split them up. They literally are stealing someone else's gimmick and can't get it over.
Raw
That's bad. That's bad. That's really, really bad. And it makes me awfully mad. He's mad. He's really, really
Raw
mad.
keeps Bronson Reed, ladies and gentlemen.
That was expected.
Jesus Christ. Final pick of the final round from NXT.
Trick.
Blair Davenport.
That I had to stop myself here because I should be upset, but because of past history behind the scenes on this channel, I can't be upset. The one wrestler who almost broke up this fucking channel.
That's awesome. I like Blair. Again, to me, a little bit of a surprise. Good for her.
She is so emotional right now. Like that's really cool.
There you go. So SmackDown getting Blair Davenport. I like it.
I kind of dig it because you didn't have a ton where to go with her in NXT. So I have to halfway defend it here, fucker. Okay. I like her, and I think it's a gothic charisma meets cold-hearted fury. Why the fuck is that a fucking thing in her stats
there? Some people are happy with it.
I am. I have to be.
Gothic charisma. Pat McAfee just said it.
When have you ever said that in pro wrestling? Gothic charisma.
Right, as here comes Jey Uso. That's the final drafts, folks. We are done. Other than supplemental picks and free agents. There you go. I hate the DIY wins right after Indy and Candice. It bothers me.
Bro, like I said, you can't tell me SmackDown had a good draft.
They had a decent draft.
You really can't.
But who did they lose? They didn't lose any of their guys.
Who the fuck did they gain?
Nia Jax, Shinsuke Nakamura. Like, are we going to do this again?
The Raw and mid-card. They gained the Raw and mid-card.
They didn't take anyone from the Raw. Like, they got Shinsuke, but that's it. And they got Nia.
They gained the Raw and mid-card.
You literally said, and this is fun, folks. You literally said they're not, you see the storylines they already have developed. They're not going to shift a lot. Well, they didn't. LA Knight staying where AJ Styles is, where Cody is. He's all in that side of the ledger. They kept more than they got, but Blair Davenport was a nice pickup tonight. I mean, I'm okay with them taking Kevin Owens. They get to keep. They got the Pride still. They got Tiffany, bro. You got to give them love for Tiffany.
They drafted like the fucking Buffalo Bills. They just kept who they already had. They didn't just add it. They added nobody.
But listen, Rod kept Gunther. Got damage control, yes. I mean, again, is it a bigger deal?
Got Braun. Got Braun again.
Yeah, but CM Punk's a keep. Drew McIntyre's a keep. Judgment Day's a keep. New Day's a keep. I mean, there's a lot of keeps on both sides. And I mean, yeah, I think the biggest deals are, Braun Strowman, who was technically, I think, Raw anyway, but they get Braun Strowman is nice. They get Ilya, which is huge. And I mean, they stole the Final Testament, and we'll see what that means.
Isla Dawn and Alba Fire there. You got your Spooky Goth girls.
Let's go. I like it.
And I get it. You got to fill out 3 hours, so I'm fine with it. Slightly jaded and slightly just angry to be angry, I feel, at this point.
Blair and Tiffany as a tag team on SmackDown. Yeah, I could go with that. I mean, interesting. That'd be odds and sods, but we'll, whatever. I like Blair. I mean, eventually they're going to fight.
Where was it? Oh. Jesse J got drafted. Bang, bang into the room. Bang, bang all over you.
Right. 90% of the wrestlers went to the same brand as they were already wearing. Yeah, and Triple H told us that was going to happen. So, again, I think as fans, we get a little like, we fantasy book it in such a degree, and then they're like, well, they didn't really do it, but they drafted the people they had. Like CM Punk was going to get drafted. SmackDown wasn't going to take Drew. Then you fuck up that storyline. We knew that wasn't going to happen. So who would they have drafted instead? Like, what guy on Raw were they like, oh, SmackDown should have went for them? But you're not going to change CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. The Judgment Day is not going to SmackDown. You already have the blood.
Yes, but you got all the cool people. Like, we couldn't have had Braun. You could have had Braun and Baron on the same brand and everything like that. Breaker, not Strowman.
Yeah, but they take the bloodline. I'm pretty thrilled with that. They take the fucking KO. Solid pick. I mean, they're just.
They were there. It's like with the Buffalo Bills with the first pick. Josh Allen. He's already on your fucking roster.
They did not. CM Punk and Drew were already on their roster.
I'm not saying that they should have drafted them.
Help me understand.
I'm saying that they could have. There's other people that weren't on their roster, or even actually were on their roster, that if they would have fucking kept there, like, it would have been better.
Right? But like, okay, so they don't take LA Knight, they take Drew McIntyre. Well, we knew that wasn't going to happen.
Again, I'm not saying that needs to happen. I'm saying just give me like Braun Breaker staying on SmackDown, and then you get the fucking Wolf Dog.
That's another guy staying, and that's your issue, is people staying on the same team. So they split that to me.
I'm more upset with that one of you split that shit unnecessarily.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I got the fucking cars going by me. I'm losing my mind. My blood pressure's too high.
Fucking hell.
J-Boy's out here saying Nick get drafted. Is that your polite way of saying get F-U-C-K'd?
Nick talks shit about Nia. The man in the Buffalo Bills knocked my ass off. Taker's milking it. I don't know what that means. Yeah, no, I mean, we're going to see some supplemental picks and some free agents end up in NXT, guys. But again, there was no real creative way to get to the NXT side of things.
Everyone's just mad at me now. Alexa's saying Nick has been traded for a future draft pick.
Right.
I've been traded for a fucking compensatory pick.
Right. Eat a Snickers.
No, fuck off. I'll eat a Milky Way. Fuck a Snickers.
Do we need to get 911 on standby in case he has a stroke?
Anger rising.
Christian thinks you should try a strawberry banana smoothie if the Snickers doesn't work.
Well, I'll go see if I can if I have a blend or a strain that has that strawberry smoothie.
Right. Absolutely. Kareem saying finally draft has changed. I mean, again, I will give them credit as far as it was definitely a different vibe, a different feel. Even the call-ups were a little unexpected. I mean, again, the draft is always kind of limp for me. But at the end of the day, they picked who they needed to pick. Again.
No, I'm not. This is okay. So I'll preface everything that I'm saying. I'm not mad at the draft overall. Like, I actually like tonight a lot better than I did Friday as far as the draft wise, because it had surprises and everything. I was looking at it I was just like SmackDown, my brand type of. I was looking at it like that of like, do better SmackDown. But the draft as a whole, I think was much better tonight than it was on Friday.
Right. Here comes Rick O'Shea. More pick. Yeah, there'll be more picks on social media.
Does he not come out with the speed title on weekly television?
That's for Twitter only. You don't clutter up your show with too many belts.
Hey.
Big Nick wanted Dijak drafted.
Yeah, he was surprised that, put that cookie down that they never did that.
Right.
That, like, Blair Davenport, B. Priestley getting drafted over Dijak, to me, I'm not saying it's a bad choice or not. I didn't see it coming. Like, I didn't see Blair Davenport being as one of the people that could get called up.
I didn't expect Kiana James. I really didn't. Like, I'm a big advocate of hers. but I didn't have her on my draft list. I didn't think she was going to get scooped up. And again, you can't really fault them for, again, I think sometimes with wrestling fans is they always do the same shit. And then when they do something different, they're like, they didn't do it like before. I can't believe that happened. They took some names we didn't expect. We're getting Andrade versus Ricochet. Strap the fuck
teaming
in.
with Ricochet.
Are they teaming? Oh, that's right. The triple threat.
It's Jey Uso,
yeah.
Ricochet, and Andrade versus Judgment Day. Well, I know I like that from Corey, though. Okay, Nick, I'm starting to think that this draft is more about the Bills than the WWE draft for you. Little bit.
Does Jimmy Uso get traded to Raw? Maybe. Got Jay's team for the win. Yeah, I forgot we're getting a 6-man tag. We are ready for the main event, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, CM Punk, not one. He was number one to me, though.
Number 69 in your programs, number 1 in your hearts. Absolutely. One Philip CM Punk.
Right. Netflix money allowed them to get all the wrestlers they want.
Well, I mentioned this on a pause. Well, you were on your pause before I take a pause. Because even with our draft on Thursday, to where Anthony, I think, kind of was going with that strategy. Is there something to be said with the way people are going on, ending up on brands here with Monday Night Raw ending up on Netflix, with NXT ending up on CW, with SmackDown ending up on USA, that might play a kind of overarching aspect to this?
I think so. I think it's something that they definitely had to take into consideration. That's why I'm still a little curious as far as how some of the other big names play out. But again, you look at the way they're building the rosters, the way they're trying to keep the storylines together in a lot of ways. I think where they're going to end up in the new year has to play a factor in that.
Don't worry, it's about to happen.
Right.
Yeah, see, that's another thing that came up. I was saying how I have to tell you at times, Woosah, my guy.
There you go. What brand did Anthony's hat get drafted to? Oh, look at the fucking bruise they put on his head.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, that you missed that too. Shit, this man's out here got a bigger bruise on his fucking head than Darby, who got hit by a bus.
Right? Now he looks like a stop sign.
He has more of a bruise and a scar on his face than Kane did after he fucking took his mask off after like 5 years of mental scars and shit.
Right. They needed to switch Bloodline and Judgment Day. I don't necessarily agree with that.
Nah. I like this. My hat got drafted to Impact. Traded it for the Motor City Machine Guns.
Makes sense.
Yeah, Nick, find your Peppermint Patty moment. No, I'm going to go find my moment of what would you do for a Klondike bar.
Right. JD selling the light sensitivity to guy is the next level worker. We'll see. We'll see what JD does as we move forward here. I know he's kind of just a lackey in JD, so we'll find it out.
But it is his moment to really, especially Dom's on the, Dom's banged up, Rhea's banged up. Damien's dealing with the world title. It's JD McDonough's time to shine.
Right? It's time to figure something out here, bro. Sink or swim. Top Hat guy could be on Raw.
Who's Top Hat guy?
I don't know.
Abe Lincoln?
When do the TV deals go into place? 2025 for Netflix. Is USA in the fall?
Think CW's the first one to follow through. Then I think it goes in that order. You get NXT, SmackDown, and then Raw's the last one in order of when they were agreed to.
Right, as we get topes in stereo, and then another tope. Judgment Day taken out all the way around.
Oh, and I like though how they had the big overhead shot there to show both men hitting the tope here.
Right. As we head into a commercial break right now, folks. Yeah, I got the Judgment Day losing and continue to build their problems, plus hype up Jay a little bit here.
Yeah. I got the Team Babyface winning. I'm gonna go find me yourself a Klondike bar here and calm myself
There you
down.
go. Nick's gonna eat a Snickers, a Mars, some M&Ms, and a couple peanut butter cups just to feel a little bit better. Cameron Grimes, no. Or Uncle Howdy. Yeah, I didn't expect somebody like Uncle Howdy to be drafted in any way, shape, or form, guys. I not jokingly, but I picked prize winning comments. There you go. But yeah, no, we'll see how that story plays out. Oh, yeah. By the way, I have the other video. Let's see if it's come through. I have the second video of the night from Howdy. Actually, it's not there yet. 1 second. Oh, maybe it is. Dun dun dun. All right, we're rolling along. I'm just gonna try and bring up this QR code real fast. So another Howdy tease, ladies and gentlemen, and this is what it was. All right, there, folks. That's the new one without the audio. I can't use the audio. That was very Bray, absolutely. With at the end of the and I was like, holy shit, it's Keith Lee. It's Keith Lee. That's not the exact same thing, MDB. Glorious. Bobby Roode? What? How did we get the Bobby Roode connection? What did I miss? White Castle, JD's injury, legit. They went all out to make you think so. Do you see Omega going to WWE in the future? Sounds like it's possible. I think out of anybody from the elite, I think Kenny might be the most open-minded about it. I think they could do great things with Kenny Omega. With the way they like Kenny won't have to go out there and kill himself and put his body through as much as he has in the WWE system. We saw, people like AJ Styles come to WWE and slow it down a little. Different style of wrestling. Could Kenny do it? Absolutely. It all depends if he wants that pressure, that workload. We'll see. Uncle Howdy's Keith Lee. That kills me. Drown in his glory. Keith Lee. There you go. The door is open. Could he appear at Backlash? He's going to be at Forbidden Door. Yeah, I could. I think Backlash is as good place as any. If it's not Backlash, is it the Raw after Backlash? Is it the SmackDown after Backlash? But I feel like sooner than later, unless they have a few more tricks up their sleeve. Jordan saying Braun Strowman back. That's fire. What's up, Curtis? How you doing? How you doing? Raw and SmackDown look very similar to last year's rosters. Let's see if WWE actually commits to the draft. I'm very confident, John C., that there will be some floating, but I think we're going to get some explained floating, whether it's a trade, whether it's like Paul Heyman showing up with a press pass. They will try and stick to this draft a lot better than the previous regime. I don't think for a second they're just going to go. Triple H has been far too methodical to think he's going to be that lazy. After seeing the VHS clips, don't you wish you have VHS tapes? No, because that shit used to always get caught. You had to rewind. Shit's way better now. Way better now. Except the quality of the fucking movies they're making. But right now, Ricochet in the corner. JD working him over as Damian distracting the ref with Andrade. If you haven't made a prediction, folks, let me know. Let me know who you take in. The prohibited entrance, the forbidden door. There you go. There you go. He's going to debut on Stardom. Maybe Nikki Cross is in the Wyatt Six. That would explain her behavior. Could. 100%. We haven't seen Nikki in a hot minute. Big leg drop on Ricochet. Some nice tandem offense. Andrade with the save. Blair Davenport to WWE SmackDown is the wrong pick because she attacked Sol Ruka, NXT in the parking lot, because it's not the right pick. Richard not happy. Richard hanging out with Nick tonight. Braun Strowman is back. That's fire. Got that one. Kenny Omega versus Cody Rhodes or AJ Styles. Yeah, there's a lot of potential there. I mean, anytime you're talking a big name like Kenny Omega, there is a lot of, Kenny Omega, Seth Rollins, Kenny Omega, like you said, AJ, Cody, Ricochet with the recoil. JD having a rough night. Basking his iceberg. Ouch. Uncle Howdy is Fandango. Dirty Dango in the house. Yeet versus Bronson. Corny stroke. Half thoughts are awesome. Big tag to Jay. Tag to Finn. And here we go. If it happens, we got to get Kenny and Seth. Yeah, 100%. I'm with you, Kyle. 100%. On the second thought, let's stick to DVDs. Yeah, DVDs. I mean, again, I have a giant DVD collection. And it was really disappointing that it's pretty much obsolete, but still fun to have. Kenny Omega versus Cody. Yep. Keith Lee's tweet didn't age well. If what I'm hearing is real, poor Walter. Oh, hilarious. Jay on fire. Smacks Damian off the apron. I think Finn and JD would be a great tag team. I'm with you. I like it. Jay crossbody. JD with a save. Breaker needs to get with Heyman. That would be interesting, and I think that works very well. I mean, odds we could 100% pull that off. I have no doubt that if you went that direction, it would definitely fly. It would work. It'd be, again, the minute Paul Heyman taps you on the shoulder and you're that guy, you have that opportunity to be that guy. Damian back into the ring. Big clothesline on Jay. Michael Cole pointing out they're facing each other this Saturday at Backlash, folks. I accidentally deleted someone's message, by the way. Not sure who it was. Finn versus Kenny Omega. Yeah, I'm in. Past history there. Kind of writes itself, Damian. I got no issue with that. Kenny would be the biggest pop if he showed up on the WWE television. He would get the Styles treatment easily. Yeah, I mean, outside of the only one I would venture an argument with Boston would be MJF. Realistically, I think those two. Dom distracting the ref. Damian back to his feet. Oh, JD puts Jay down. So Priest eats a super kick. Knocks Finn off the apron. Another super kick. Another super kick. This one to JD. Finn back in. Spear. Finn versus Kenny Omega and down. JD is really good in the ring. Great. And again, he sells well. A bit on the smaller side overall. But I mean, again, the guy's got a lot of potential. I don't mind JD at all. I just don't know how high his ceiling is. And main event, Jey Uso with the pin. And the Judgment Day are not happy. I think that will happen one day, honestly. I know Finn's kind of foo-fooed the idea, but I could see it happening, odds. I really could. Priest's going to walk out the group. Yeah, there's something afoot, Key. 1 p.m. Saturday, Damian Priest versus Jey Uso. Backlash, France. Oh, I see. James, thank you. 5-1, 4-0. The Judgment Day versus LWO. Maybe. Dom getting mixed up with his dad again. Maybe. I don't know. Kabuki Warriors taking on Belair and Carhill. Damian going to leave. Yeah, he's either going to leave or they're going to push him out, ladies and gentlemen. As right now, they're just running us through the card. Jay and Damian face to face to end the Go Home Raw. That's the way you do it. You end it with the champion. Let's go. I think that's going to be a good match. I think it's really going to be a good match. I got like every match wrong today. It happens, MTV. It happens. Dun, dun, dun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of Raw. That is the end of night 2 of the draft. Get in that chat. Let me know. How did you feel about it? Out of 10, what is your rating? How did you feel about the show? Definitely an up and down show overall. Loved it. Loved parts of it. But yeah, overall, not a bad night. I think I know where my head's at, but how is the chat feeling out of 10? We got almost 100 people hanging out still. What do you think? What did you like about Raw? What didn't you like? How did you feel about the draft? And what ratings do you have for the show overall, folks? Would MJF be best in WWE? Gordon, yes. Just because of the star they'd make him into. And I saw a thing going around of like, you look at Tama Tonga comes in and looks like a star right away. Looks like a big deal. You put him with Paul Heyman. You put him with Solo. You put him in something of substance. And you instantly get a feeling like, wow, look how over this guy is. Instantly. Where you see Okada. You see Sasha Banks. You see Will might be a little bit of the exception, but I think Will's doing a lot of the heavy lifting on his own. Not a whole lot of help from the company. So you see where I'm going with that. MJF signing with WWE puts him on a high stage, puts him on a big stage, and makes him stand out. They did make him a star. Cher saying 6.5. Big dumb champion. Nice stickers. I like it. 7.5. 7. Good night. 7. Let's see who gets picked on Twitter. Yeah, we'll see how this rounds out. Now, my favorite part is when there are some free agents and then eventually we get some surprises, so we'll see. Good for the NXT people. Art of Togue. I like it. Yeah, NXT. Shout out to Blair. Shout out to Kiana. Shout out to Lyra. I like it. I really do. 6 out of 10. Raw after draft. There you go. It was better than SmackDown. Fair enough. I agree with that. 7 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. Solid show. Solid draft. You two made the show better. Geek Box. That's what we try to do. We appreciate that love. And remember, folks, we got about 80 people with us now. Go check out the Geek Box. He's doing a lot of good work. Featuring yours truly and Big Nick quite often, including our reactions to a whole bunch of different streamers, big names. We appreciate it. We're humbled by it. And we're just enjoy being included. So thank you so much, Geek Box. 6.5 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. If they made that Gunther match less time, like they should have, the match could have been longer for your main event. The match was flowing. Would have liked to see more. Okay. I really don't have much to banter about with that. I didn't mind the length of the Gunther match, especially with it being Woods. But I get your point. I could have taken a little more of the main event. 0 to 10, no Trish. Fair enough. 7 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 7 out of 10. I give it a 9. Favorite part of the show was Logan Paul hitting JD with a Super Bowl ring. CM Punk playing mind games with McIntyre, and KJ was talking about the opposite sex before Raw went on air. Oh, Christian. 6. 7.25. 6.75 knee pads. 7.5. Not bad. I'm going 7 tonight, guys. Draft 6 and 7. Chat 7. The chat only got a 7. 7 out of 10. That's a travesty. 0 out of 10. OTM didn't get drafted. Ridiculous. 7. 6. 7.25. All right. I think I caught most of them. I'm gonna go 7. I liked most things. Solid show. Again, maybe not the most exciting, just because a go home show. We're on the cusp of Backlash. Things are in the blender right now. We're trying to figure it out. I know some people are going to feel like there should have been more change, but realistically, this is more of a reset and solidify. Triple H warned us on Friday. This is going to be a lot about protecting the talent you have. So we see some changes. I don't mind it. I didn't think anything groundbreaking was going to happen. I thought, if anything epic, maybe you could move the bloodline over to Raw because they're going to be on Netflix. I didn't know if there was a correlation or not. Just guessing. Do you think we receive a new WWE title? There's still rumors. Apparently Cody wants it, so I don't know. Ilya's a good pick. Ilya's a great pick. Huge. I can't wait to see it. Wrestling for Live days. I like it. Go Nuggets. Walter knee pads would have made a 9. I give it a 7 out of 10. The draft picks were better tonight in some solid matches. I enjoyed the matches. I like the build up as far as Sammy and what happened there. Little subtleties. Again, not holy shit, I'm gonna be talking about this for days type Raw, but a solid Raw, decent draft. Yeah, you know what? Realistically, probably could have left Indy and Candy or DIY or maybe even Pretty Deadly off the draft list. Maybe you had an opportunity there to pick someone else, but it is what it is, guys. It's a fake draft. Have fun with it. Chat 10. Thank you, Alexis. Ilya Dragunov versus JD McDonough. WWE Backlash Kickoff Show confirmed. Richard, I hope you have a wonderful night, sir. I wanted more female call-ups. I got it. I'm happy. Perfect. Do you think we will see? You've got that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to say last call. Any last thoughts? Any good nights, wishes? Get them in now. We're going to tap out. We will be back tomorrow for NXT Spring Break-In Night 2. Lots going on. Oba's going to take on Ivar. That's enough of a mission on your own. KJ, someone may not get the chemistry between you and Nick. If you watch, you'll get it. That's it. The dynamic is wonderful. And I love when Nick gets in the mood like tonight. Again, I just stir the pot. I feel bad sometimes. But no, it's nothing but love, guys. Our chemistry is we're hetero soulmates. What are you looking for tomorrow night? Like I said, Ivar, Oba. The NXT Underground should be interesting. I'm all for it. We'll see what happens. That Pat Mahomes heel turn was pretty good. I know Nick would have preferred if he got taken out, so points off for that. Thanks, stream. Till tomorrow. Good night, good night, good night. I am not a nugget. It's time for a change. We had enough. All right, boys and girls. We are going to tap out. Like I said, we are back tomorrow. We are back all week long. Be a friend, tell a friend. Click all the links below. Find us on social media. Be a part of the fun. Become a member. We got lots coming your way. And I hope everyone had a happy Monday. We will see you tomorrow for NXT Spring Break-In Night 2. And until next time, see you on the flip side. Good night.